Egg McMuffin.
Oh, hey guys. Hey, it's time for good thing.
You
Ooh.
basket weaver. Look at all these people just doing their subbaroonies.
Amateur.
Amateurs. What did you say?
Oh, I was reading that in what's his name? Not Phoenix, the other guy.
Oh, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth.
Amateurs. Okay, I just wanted to give you some grief. That's it. Give me your address. I'm coming over to deal some damage. No. It's just the fact that it's still February. And we're playing our February games.
Oh, I want to be able to hear you.
Oh, did your batteries die?
No, I just didn't put it on ambient.
Ah.
So now I can hear you.
This one.
Are we gonna tell him what happened? Or are we gonna save that for the end?
We'll save that for the end.
Okay.
Keep you all wondering what the heck. Got a big announcement, guys. We're gonna save it for the end. What? You're leaving Twitch? No.
I'm pregnant?
He's having a baby? Oh, that's dangerous.
Right? Oh, yeah. Hours and several cups of coffee later, we've arrived at our destination, or at least close enough to easily check in the morning, yet hidden enough to not get towed. Kent's pregnant?
You got a toaster. 4 slicer, too.
Marina looks to the window, but her eyes drift back over to me, then mine to hers. For one drawn-out second, our eyes are interlocked, petrified by the other's stare.
Feel free to move that closer to you, because you're going to be doing most of the talking tonight anyway.
I just wasn't able to see the last
that
4
as well.
words. Then, time continues.
Oh, man.
Our heads swing in the other direction so fast it takes my mind a few moments to catch up.
They just start making out!
The side of her cheek I can still see is flushed. Glancing in the rearview mirror, I find mine are too. I grip the steering wheel, then cautiously, without turning my head, look back to Marina. She notices. Our eyes connect again.
Without you, she just... I'm giving the side eye.
Uh-huh. Blush, rinse, repeat.
Oh, boy.
What happened last time? Got more gold?
Yeah, we found the big old gold at Arches. That was between Balanced Rock and Chip Off the Old Block. We found, and it was like double at least the gold that it was last time that we found at the dikes of Shiprock.
This is
And
delicious.
so we're pretty sure the next one is in Valley of Fire, which is in Nevada, or Nevada if you're Marina. This one. But Marina's like, hey, I've never been to Zion National Park. And so we're like, you know what? Let's swing by there first. Why don't we?
The past 4 hours have been excruciating, especially while fighting the urge to throw on music.
You've just been driving 4 hours in silence? I mean, it was also like late at night, but...
I wanted to give Marina the space she needed to say what she has to.
That's right. She wasn't being her usual Pinkie Pie self, so...
Yeah.
We were like, hey.
Or give myself the space to blurt out what I need to say.
Oh, this is Boob Desert.
Yes.
Not Boob, what would National Park girls have been called?
Just boobs?
No, that's just deserts.
That's just desserts. Crack drugs. It was just... Again, Marina looks. I jump. We blush.
Oh my gosh, you two.
Never the right time. Deciding I've had enough, I hop out of my seat and stretch. Marina follows. I grab my mug from the holder and drag myself across the scratchy carpet to the sink. A small jolt shocks my finger as I reach for the faucet. The mug slips from my hand and crashes onto the counter, splashing coffee everywhere.
Crap. Let me help.
Marina springs over and reaches for a kitchen rag, but I swat down her hand and grab it just as she does.
Don't you dare help.
Don't worry.
Now we're forced to look directly at each other, but there's no blushing this time.
Nope.
I nod and pull away the rag as her fingers slide down the fabric.
Oh, it's starting to get steamy. We're getting intricate descriptions here.
I got this.
She stares down at the counter, the spilled coffee trickling onto the floor with a steady drip.
About time! time, says Fumetsu.
Oh.
Without another word, she slouches back to the couch.
If you give me a sec, I can set up the bed.
The bed's metal frame slams down with a loud clank that vibrates underneath my feet, followed by the couch cushions swishing past me, landing on the other side of the motorhome.
For ya.
Dang it. Whatever, I'll deal with this in the morning. Woo! I toss the rag into the sink and head to my room, hesitating in front of the slider. Please don't let it end like this.
Amber.
There's a pause. Several times I hear small gasps like she's about to speak, but they all just melt into sighs.
Amber isn't large. She's just in the foreground. Thank you, Marzipan.
Good night.
Ah!
Good
Ah!
night.
Ah!
My hand balls into a fist, my fingernails clawing deep into my skin. I step into the room and shut the slider behind me, immediately throwing my face onto the pillow. I can feel my heart pounding as I roll onto my back. Lying there, twisted up in my sheet, it just keeps beating and beating, never settling down. Managing to lift myself up on my elbows, I look at the picture next to the slider. The one with the vinyl sleeve. Still remember how his hand felt against my head. From the bony joints of his fingers to how their calluses massaged my scalp. For such a breezy old man, it's amazing to think just how strong and confident his love was. I let my head fall back against the bed and rest my forearm over my face.
Oh man, what am I gonna do, Gramps?
No,
So we
that's
were
the end of the chapter.
right at the end of
Dang
a
it.
chapter last time. We just didn't finish it.
It's the prequel to the next chapter. That's how it works.
Yeah.
A brisk wind curls around me as I step out onto a patch of dirt that can barely be called a parking spot, in a place that can barely be called a campground. Misty curtains have settled over the nearby hills and mountains, and small specks of leftover morning dew occasionally drip on me from above. Bending down, I drop my backpack and pull on the tongue of my sorta-new hiking boots. A little big, but they'll work. Considering these came from the stash of supplies we borrowed from Mariah in New Mexico, her feet must be freaking huge.
All set?
Marina's standing behind me, frowning at her own Velcro-strapped boots.
Just about. These boots are pretty big, though. You think so? They feel a bit snug to me.
Well, you're wearing Tessa's.
Yep.
Tess.
Sheesh, never mind about Mariah.
Hey, forget about the treasure. Let's just dress you up as Bigfoot and turn you in for a cash reward.
Ha 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 ha! The joke is awful, and I know it. Still, Marina plays along, sticking her tongue out in a half-playful manner before she forces a tired smile. The whole time, she doesn't make eye contact. So much for lightening the mood.
It's because you suck at joke delivery, Amber.
Last night's sudden tension is still present. Even though we try to ignore it or pretend it isn't there, we both know. We both can't look at each other directly, and our conversation feels awkward and stilted. But we pretend everything's normal as we try to put on our best performances and reenact our usual routine.
So, how long is the hike? The brochure said about 90 minutes each way. Might take even longer in this weather. Oh.
I can feel the gulf between us. It's like yet another canyon, except I don't know how to cross this one.
The picture in the brochure was super pretty. Angel's Landing, right?
Now it's her turn to try and lighten the mood. I hate how we're both too afraid to just address the issue. What was the issue?
Just their relationship, I think.
Well, she was about to tell us why she ran away, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just as guilty as she is here. I sigh and play along as best I can.
Yeah, it's nice. It's supposed to be the most scenic view in Zion.
That's what Gramps told me anyway.
You can tell all these people aren't from Utah because they say Zion and not Zion.
Yep. This hike was one of his favorites. Said the view was so lush that there's so many trees and plants that he discovered several new shades of green up there. It's one of the spots that he was most looking forward to visiting with me. Aww. I glance back up at the mountains. The mist doesn't look like it'll clear anytime soon. In fact, it seems to be swallowing up more of the landscape. It's got Marina's attention, too. She stares up as if she's picking out specific details in the fog. While she's distracted, I let my gaze rove over her again. Guiltily, like I'm sneaking glances, but I don't care. Admiring the sweep of her shoulders down into her collarbone and the rest of the curves of her body. I let myself examine her like I did when we first met, and like I've been consciously abstaining from. Looking her over like it doesn't matter if she catches me anymore. She doesn't, though. I may as well be invisible to her right now while she studies the mountaintops. And I want her to pay attention to me!
Senpai!
She's wearing her... Aren't you the senpai? Aren't we the senpai?
Yeah.
She's wearing her
For
usual
sure.
boutique brand clothes. Their cute frilliness is just as perfect as ever for Marina, but they clash with the clunkiness of the ugly brown boots.
You sure you want to wear that? They might just get in the way.
I'll help you out of them.
Take everything off.
She gasps, almost offended by the suggestion that she wear anything else.
But my skirt is so comfy. Aren't you supposed to wear comfy clothes on hikes?
Hasn't she also been in them for 4 days?
Yeah.
Besides, with a name like Angel's Landing, it has to be pretty relaxing.
Sweetie.
She gives me a big, honest smile, tipping her head to the hills. It's the first real smile I've seen from her all day.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's.
I melt, letting her skewed reasoning fall to the wayside just this once. Warm fuzzies and a goofy grin take over my dour mood. Just for a moment.
All right, but no whining if they end up being a problem.
Was it?
My hand hurt. Slinging the backpack over my shoulder, we head for the shuttle that leads to the trail. Logs and a stone fire pit adorn the side of each lot that we pass. Maybe when we get back, we'll go to the camp store and pick up some supplies to roast marshmallows. I think she'd like that. Marina's heavy breathing guides me as we slog our way uphill, the previous light mist having now morphed into a thick and dreary fog. I cling to the chained railing as I stumble my way up the trail of rocks. It's the only protection from the sheer drop-off beside us. All it would take is one slip for me to take a nosedive into the valley below, and I wouldn't even see it coming. Turns out the fluffy and enticing name Angel's Landing doesn't come with the relaxing stroll Marina was hoping for.
Not really.
This feels more like a ghastly death march. My sweat-drenched legs feel like pudding under the anchor that is a measly 5-pound backpack. No one else on the shuttle even bothered to attempt the hike alongside us. I attempt to form words between pained breaths, feeling like a rock is being smashed in my lungs with each step.
We should turn back. Can't see Jack. It's not safe up here.
What?
She sounds like she's doing about as well as me, echoing the same lung-puncturing gasps.
It's not my shoulder blade. It's like being weird.
But we're so close. There's
Yeah,
no
here's my
way
left
we're
hand.
not almost there.
Aren't they also at a higher elevation, too?
Oh, yeah.
We stop, collapsing against our knees as we try to catch our breath.
Not gonna mean a lot if we end up falling off a cliff.
I thought you were the one who wanted to do this so bad.
5,790 feet. So, yeah. It's a bit higher than Denver.
Mm-hmm. Every couple words are punctuated by her gasping for breath.
Yeah, but...
Amber, please, let's keep going.
Oh. Her voice is a whimper, fragile and meek. I fold.
Okay.
Yeah, 5,280 feet is a mile, which would be Denver, yeah. Hence Mile High City.
Marina has a way of making me shut up when she wants to, whether she knows it or not. Today, it doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to be the one who makes things worse. She's wrong about one thing, though. I wasn't the one who wanted to hike up here. Gramps was.
Hmm.
It gets easier after our break. The trail begins to plateau and the steepness evens out, fading behind us until the return trip.
I think we're already here. See? What did I tell you?
If it's foggy, there's no point in getting up to a nice high view.
Yeah. Marina darts ahead, disappearing into the fog so she can look at the mythical view that the brochure and I have preached to her, and Gramps to me. But if my suspicions are right, this weather and the view aren't going to be very compatible.
Yep.
Falling behind, I step out of the cloudy murk and into an area that offers only slightly more visibility.
It's something.
Marina stands still in the center of the cliff, her hand clutched to her heart. What should have been a bird's eye view of Zion is nothing but a sea of fog. The lush greenery and full valleys are invisible. Only a few overgrown bushes and some rocky points peek out above the clouds. I was expecting it, but the sight itself really is numbing. The hollowness in my stomach, the one I've gotten so used to feeling, rears its head once again, only intensified by Marina's silence, and the expression shrouded by her bangs as she tilts her head down.
Sorry.
Gently, she shakes her head.
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. You tried to warn me.
Marina.
Yes? But I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed too. There were a lot of places Gramps always talked about visiting. After we settle down and kick back for a few years. After I finish repairing the RV. After I get better. This place came up more than the others, though. Not just Zion, but the landing. Kept saying we were going to hike up there, have a picnic, maybe watch the sun come up. A slight smile comes to my face as I think about him trying to make that hike. I'd have liked to see the geezer try. Well, I'm not a big enough sap to try and make all of my and Gramps' plans happen now. It would have been nice to see the view. With Gramps, Marina, and everything that's happened over the past month, it just seemed fitting to make the trip. Angel's Landing. I glanced back to Marina, the hand that was clutched to her chest now stretched outwards, grasping at the empty air. A slight breeze blows through, ruffling her hair. She looks beautiful. She looks... angelic. I didn't go to church much as a kid, but she looks like someone I'd see on a stained glass window, right next to a rendition of Calvary or Skull Hill.
It's the same thing. Golgotha. 3 names that all mean the same thing.
Huh. It's frustrating to have come this far for nothing. But is it because of the fog? Because of Gramps? Or because of Marina? My teeth grinding against each other under what feels like an unimaginable weight.
Come on, let's go.
I turn around and begin down the slope. There's nothing else worth seeing up here.
At least, like, rest.
Marina doesn't follow. No spirited footsteps trailing behind me. No speeding bullet blazing ahead.
Marina, we're going.
It comes out with more bite than I intended, but I don't care. I just want to get out of here now. Marina's hesitant to answer, but eventually manages to spit it out, sounding more like a question than an actual statement.
I don't want to.
What?
I don't want to leave. Not yet, anyway.
Not without saying.
Annoyed, I turn back to her for an explanation, only to be greeted by a pleading look instead.
I'm used to it by now. I know I am. But do you think we could wait a little longer? Just to see if the fog clears?
Oh. I don't know what it is. I respond with a blank stare. It's like she's not even talking to me.
Don't be stupid.
Rude. I start back down the hill, not bothering to wait for Marina this time.
It's past noon. If it hasn't cleared by now, then it's not going to anytime soon.
So much for not making things worse.
That's the worst, when you, like, don't want to be a grump and make things worse, but, like, you just see yourself doing it. And you're just like, no,
Stop it.
And then you'll get mad at yourself for making it worse, which makes you grumpier, which makes everything else worse. And it's just like, no! Game over.
Game over.
Wait, did she stay up here all night? Or how long
Game
of a
over.
hike
She
is
left
it?
her at the top of the cliff and drove away. I nudged the fire with a stick. Doesn't do any good, though, as the logs just tumble on top of each other, smothering the already pitiful flame. For a moment, our lot is only lit by the few remaining embers in the pit. Sighing, I grab the bottle of lighter fluid and squirt it into the ashes.
No, honey, no.
An artificial flame roars into existence, then peters to the size of a pathetic candle flicker just as quickly.
Hey, new art! Yeah, we get that every once in a while. Were you here for the crazy, speed racer shenanigans in our last episode? My gosh, that was stressful.
That's terrifying. I plunge the stick back into the fire and scrape cinders from the glowing wood. Eventually, a flame catches on a charred log and grows until the pit is blazing once again.
Aha! About damn time.
The joy is exclusive to me, however, as Marina stays silent, staring into the fire.
Want another s'more?
She bounces back to life.
Oh my god, yes, please.
She catches herself and switches back to broodiness.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on!
I have to be sad.
Oh, come on!
I can kind of get that, though. Like, when you're in a mood and something excites you, you're like, no, I don't deserve to be happy right now. Like,
Yeah.
I roll my eyes but can't help smiling on the inside. No matter how hard she tries, she's still the same Marina she's always been. Grab a marshmallow and stick it on the end of a bent coat hanger before handing it to her.
Yep.
Without another word, she plops it into the fire. Meanwhile, my eyes are drawn to the neglected bag of hot dogs lying behind the chocolate and graham crackers, unopened and ignored. I bought them because I thought Marina would like the variety, but I should have known that she would only go after the marshmallows. She's been devouring them. She opened the bag when we left the store, and it was half empty by the time we got back to the campsite. She clung to the bag like a security blanket the whole way. It's a miracle there are even any left. Shrugging, I take one of the hot dogs out of the bag and impale it on my coat hanger, then put it in the fire next to Marina's. Even when we're this close to each other, there's still an air of tension. The one that's pervaded since we left Arches. Neither of us have addressed it, but the inevitability of the treasure, the thick uneasiness that hangs over us. It's suppressed, but it's definitely there. But it's gotten better since we left Angel's Landing. Snacks were a peace offering of sorts, I guess. Although I was pleasantly surprised that she sat so close to me, even with 3 other logs around the fire pit. I fix my gaze on the flames. The dog is slimy, oozy... Oh, okay, the hot dog.
You're like, when did the dog show up? Or were you thinking she's referring to Marina?
They're cooking the dog in the fire. The dog is slimy, oozing with condensation that drips and sizzles in the ashes.
Yep. I guess all those little, like, bubble warts.
Oh god, it's on fire! It's on fire!
Maria's coat hanger whooshes over me like a spastic comet, the marshmallow now a smoldering ball of inferno.
Here, give it to me.
But it's on fire, Amber! Fire!
So blow it out, you dork.
I can see that. Just give it.
She panics, squirming as her precious marshmallow burns before her very eyes.
Alright, just don't hurt yourself, please.
Frantically, she passes me the wire, biting her nails as I try to blow it out. Soon the fire clears. The marshmallow, once white and fluffy, is now black.
It's ruined.
Sorry.
Black and charred.
Aw, now it's ruined.
It's no big deal. You can still eat it.
Preparing the s'more, I break apart the chocolate and the cracker, then squish the marshmallow between them.
Ew, gross. But it's all black and stuff.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Honestly, I think I might prefer it burned.
I like twice roasted. You burn the outside, then you take the outside off, and then you roast what's inside.
Ho-ho.
That's so... ew.
I like my coffee black with no sugar or cream. You gotta burn the marshmallows.
She gives a nervous laugh.
Here, just try it.
Marina stares at the s'more and gulps.
Fine, but only because you asked.
I didn't ask, I commanded.
Closing her eyes, she opens her mouth wide. Wide open. This time it's my turn to gulp. I shuffle back.
Oh, come on.
Subtly trying to avoid eye contact, and once again failing, I pop the s'more into her mouth and let out a restful sigh.
Eye contact? I thought she closed her eyes.
Like bubblegum, she munches on it in the corner of her mouth, intently trying to dissect the flavor in her own cute way.
So...
Her eyes grow wide in shock.
It's good.
right? Doesn't it give it a nice smoky flavor?
It's a little bitter at first, but the marshmallow gets really crunchy. So good.
I told you so. You just gotta give these things a shot.
I can't believe I had my first s'more and found a way to make it better in the same day.
That was your first
I
s'more?
feel like that would take most people like a bajillion years to figure out.
Sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
She never had a s'more before.
But it only took me one night because I got you, Amber.
Gobsmacked? Dumbfounded? They're both stupid fancy words, but I think they work when trying to figure out this thing sitting beside me.
Amber?
You're kidding me.
What?
You poor, poor child.
First s'more?
Well, I've seen people eat them on TV and stuff before.
Has she never gone camping?
You have
don't even
never
need-
ever had a s'more in your entire life.
Did she flee a polygamist family?
Did she? Well, how would she have that kind of clothes?
That's true. But just like the repression and the huge number of siblings.
Now that I think about it, I guess I haven't.
I'm sorry, I forgot what the previous
You
one
have
was.
never
Never
ever
had a s'more, okay.
Now that I think...
That confirms it.
Huh? Confirms what?
You're an alien. The government has just been keeping you hidden all this time. That's why I met you near Roswell. It's the only explanation.
I am not. If I were an alien, then why do I look human?
That's just a flesh suit. A disguise so you can blend in.
That's mean. You can't just buy these good looks at the costume store.
What's your sector ID? Is this your first time away from your home planet?
I'd let her probe me.
Amber, stop. It's not my fault.
Her face puffs out, and I have to resist the urge to poke and deflate it. If I don't quit, she may actually start pouting.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
I'm tempted to squeeze one more joke out, but decide against it as I try to hold back the snicker under my breath.
I think I like you better when you're serious.
She crosses her arms, turning away as she closes both eyes to block me out. Then, with a grin, one eye open. We both burst out laughing. Since the hike, the fog has climbed down the hill, enveloping the campground. Even here, it's carved out a small pocket, the breezy chill surrounding us as we take in the warm glow of the fire. Feels nice.
But for real, I still can't believe this is your first time leaving home.
She settles down a bit and places her hands in her lap, teetering side to side as she looks to the sky, even though there's nothing to look at but mist.
Yeah, sometimes I have trouble believing it too. Since there's so many of us, I guess Mom and Dad could never afford to take us anywhere.
That's what I thought. Her family is as big as she says. It's not like they could have just packed up and traveled like me and Gramps.
You said you have 9 brothers and sisters, right?
Yep, there's 9 of us, plus Mom and Dad, so 11 altogether.
So you have 8 brothers and sisters. Because there's you, and then plus 8.
Yep.
Jesus.
Right? Everyone says our house is pretty big, but it's always been so cramped that I've never been able to tell. I've never even had my own room. I've always had to share one with some of my sisters. My older brother shared too, until one of them went off to college.
Is that the same brother whose car got torn apart by Mariah?
She laughs guiltily.
Yeah, he always called it his love wagon.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't feel as bad for getting wrecked
If
then.
that thing was a love wagon, then my motorhome is a love palace.
Shall we find out?
Ooh, that's a good name for it.
Don't even start.
Wanna hear why they call it my love palace? Yes, yes, yes!
Anyway, he said he wanted to get a new one when he got to Salt Lake City, so I don't think he'll be too angry.
Hold on. That's in Utah too. Why didn't you tell me? The detour would have been a pain in the ass. But if you wanted to visit him, I wouldn't have minded the extra miles. Not if it was for you.
Marina does a double take, and I realize I've given too much away.
You'd have to pay for gas, though.
Marina blinks, then smiles. Crisis averted.
Nah, it's okay. I want to do this without my family's help. Besides, it's only a community college.
Slick! Mix and Max! Hey, I was thinking about you guys today. What up? What? Shenanigans incoming. Oh boy.
Bring 'em on in. Bring all the shenanigans on in.
We are having RV travel fun times. That's like more people than I know IRL. Glad to know you eat cheese. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
This is a raid for your cheese. Thank you, Fumetsu, for pitching the goods.
All right. Should we give them a little bit of background?
Yeah, just so you guys are like, what's this game? So it's a visual novel or kinetic novel, which means that it doesn't necessarily have choices in it. We're this girl Amber here on the right, and we're like just kind of driving around in our RV. We came across this other chick on the left who like her car broke down, but it didn't break down, just out of gas. Anyway, long story short, we're doing treasure hunting across the West because some old prospector's like journal got published. And it's like, I actually buried gold at all these places, and so we're going and we're getting gold, and along the way we're finding the gold that is the relationship we have with this hitchhiker we picked up. Not hitchhiker, but poor girl whose car got stolen.
And fun fact, this is Marina, my name is Marina. It gets very confusing.
Oh, okay, seems legit. Old Cheddar's what I'm looking for. I need to try to shout moms out on raid instinct. Is that what you guys...
Your brother moved from New Mexico to Utah so he could attend a community college?
Cheese with hands.
Yeah, why would you go from New Mexico to go up to Slick? Maybe he didn't get accepted to the U or to
Is
to the
Slick
Y.
the only...
Is there another community college in Salt Lake? Not that I know of.
What's Weber State?
That's
What does that count as?
that's a university, and that's like frickin' Weber's pretty north. Westminster is another college that's in Salt Lake. That's in like Sugar House.
I've never heard of that.
There's occasional theater things there.
He sends me a gift every month. Last month, it was a top hat. I put it right on top of the desk in my room.
Yeah, but that's private. Weber's a private one, yeah, for sure.
Okay. She pauses for a moment.
Mine and my sister's room, I mean.
Your family sounds about as weird as you.
Really? Huh.
How was y'all's stream, Mix and Max?
Yeah.
You were
Sorry we didn't ask.
what were you doing? I saw it earlier today, and I was like, man, I never get to see what they do because they always stream when I'm like at work or driving home.
Do tell.
I meant Westminster, but sure, yeah, Westminster. That's the one that's across the street from Hobbittown.
Hobbittown. What's Hobbittown? Oh, Hobbittown. Is that real?
Not
Is that
really,
real?
but kind of, but not really.
Okay.
Super Mario Maker 2, stressful but always fun and chaotic. That sounds about right.
Oh,
Nice. Lot of two-player cheese.
jeez.
Yeah, I guess we are.
What are you?
Really?
Your family sounds...
That is weird. Yeah,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, I guess we
Like-
are.
I always have to backtrack 2 lines. I'm like, what?
She beams, wearing the title of weird like a badge of honor.
That's not a good thing. Actually, maybe it is.
I like it. Besides, Dad keeps us all in line. He's a defense lawyer, super straight-laced.
And yet...
You remind me of him, actually. He likes everything nice and orderly, which is bad for him because he's surrounded by us, but...
She talks for a long time, chattering and laughing about her family, the smile never leaving her face.
But then why did she leave and run away from her family?
I almost get lost on it. I almost want to. For the precious minutes that she speaks, I forget the tension that shadowed us since Arches, and could believe it was never there. I love that about Marina. Even when we're wet with rain, or humoring truck drivers, or racing a lunatic down the highway, she never hesitates to smile.
There's totally some guy like humming with his guitar playing in the background music.
Unless she's hungry.
True.
For her, it's always poised on the brim, waiting to shine through. I could listen all night, but she trails off only a short time later.
I'm sorry. This must be boring, right?
Nah, I can tell you love him a lot. It was always just me and Gramps. So it's sorta interesting to see how other families work.
Aw.
The lot falls silent, save for the crackling flames. I brace myself for what I know is coming.
Hey, Amber? What happened to your mom and dad?
Oh, bless.
Oh, bless. I stare into the fire, Pops casting up delicate embers that fall and vanish in the dirt.
I'm sorry. That was too personal.
No, it's fine. They're both around, I think. Only met Dad once a long time ago. Me and Ma don't get along very well. Haven't spoken to her since I was 16. Last I heard, she was living in some trailer park in Ohio.
Is that why you lived with your grandpa?
Sorta.
How old are they again? 18?
1918.
1918?
Ma always had her issues. So the court said Gramps could take care of me when I was a baby.
I stifle a laugh.
Not that it did any good. The geezer had the bright idea to haul me around the Midwest and East Coast for half my life.
He took care of you all by himself? He must have been amazing.
Try again. He was an old hippie who was stuck in the 70s and spent most of his time listening to weird music.
Sounds just like you.
Hey, watch it. If anything, he was more like you. I was always cleaning up his messes, even as a little girl, even near the...
I choke down on a growing lump in my throat.
Even near the end.
Amber,
It was always just the two of us, though. Us or any random old friend he wanted to see. Even when he decided to settle down in Colorado, it was just us. People would come and go, but it was always us.
We'll be lurking while we make food and do after stream life. Okay. Thanks for stopping by,
Yeah,
you guys.
I really appreciate it.
And I was there for all of it. I was there for every single appointment. I was there at the hospital, and I was there at the funeral. Ma didn't even bother to come to that, but I was there. And he was always there too.
you really miss him, huh?
My voice lowers to a whisper, raspy and dry.
Yeah.
Something slumps against my shoulder. Glancing down, I discover Marina's head resting against me.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Ah,
She looks up at me.
Want me to stop?
nah. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Aww.
We should turn in soon. We have a big day ahead of us.
Yeah,
Booty pie.
maybe.
We sit in silence for a little while. Or maybe it's a long time. I can't tell. It's a nice silence, though. A comfortable one.
It's like really like soothing background music. Like it's can't really call it music, but it's
The music, like the
It's-
soundtrack in this is really good.
it's appropriate for the setting. Good.
Finally. The engine dies. I can still hear the power buzzing before it surges down, leaving us, with the ambience of the settling motorhome.
We're here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not a lot of cars here, huh?
Guess the rest of the world just hasn't caught up yet.
Wait, did they get to the Valley of Fire already?
That won't last for long. Any day now, people will figure out it's here, and an army of would-be treasure hunters will be swarming this place, drooling at the chance to find gold.
Gold in them thar hills!
The last of the gold. There's a fluttering in my chest, and I tighten my grip on the wheel. It's the end of our adventure.
It doesn't have to be!
I bet our names have spread across the land and struck fear into the hearts of our rivals, giving them no other choice but to call it quits.
Yeah. Or maybe someone already came through and found the treasure.
Don't say.
What? Don't say something scary like that.
Still wrapped around the wheel, my clammy hands start shaking. Marina takes notice, looking over with sympathetic eyes.
Hey.
That stuff is cocaine, man. It's tasty.
Isn't it? She takes her hand and gently places it on top of mine, giving it a reassuring squeeze. I let both fall into my lap. She's warm.
We're doing this together, okay?
Flutters tickle the inside of my chest until I can't help smiling.
Right. Let's do it.
Ah. Ah.
Regretfully, I force out a nod and pull my hand out from Marina's. Feels wrong, like throwing away a precious gift. Reaching into the console, I retrieve the journal for what may be the last time. It's well loved, a bent spine, wrinkled pages, and folded corners on the flimsy paper cover. Looking back, it's been getting roughed up since the moment we got it. Ever since that weird station attendant let Marina have it for free way back at the Traveler's store.
Maybe he gave her the only one with real information.
Maybe she did.
I don't think so.
Hard to believe this cheap thing was the roadmap to something so valuable. Taking a deep breath, I skim over the final entry.
After several days of travel, I believe I have finally arrived at my first destination. It is well known I have an astute eye for locations. After all, this is how I found my precious bounty, so it is no mistake that I easily found the perfect hiding place within this valley. I arrived on horseback at the blistering peak of noon. Looking for shelter from the coming night, I began noticing something different. Something distinct. Crimson. All of it. Shades lighter than pink and darker than blood. The color stained it all, from giant unmovable stones to the tiniest grains of sand. It was as if the land had absorbed the sun's heat and reflected it outwards. Even at sunset, the cave I settled in emanated a bright red glow that speckled out from its opening.
So, are we just rereading the
Yeah.
passage? Okay.
That night, as I laid on the ground, watching the flames of my fire shoot up to the cave's roof, I wondered if there were more places like this out in this unsettled land. During my travels on the trail, I was too preoccupied with preparations to observe the world around me. But now that I have achieved success, maybe I shall. It would be a shame if my superb observational skills went to waste.
Windstone Arch.
Okay.
It's probably the vaguest entry so far, but I can feel it. It has to be there.
Windstone Arch.
I slap the journal shut and lay it to rest in the center console, right next to all the cassette tapes. Marina and I look at each other, now sharing the same piercing determination.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Knowing that the treasure might be at Windstone Arch, it fills you with determination.
Yep.
Determinating.
Determinating.
There we go. Typing is hard. Determination.
Because of the lack of crowds, getting around is a lot easier than usual, allowing us to take in the scenery for once instead of slogging through zombified hordes. Even though there's not many people around, it somehow feels fuller here. Everywhere we walk, we're surrounded by layered dunes and sandstones, towering over us, striped with faded reds and calico browns. Somehow, we do eventually manage to find the Windstone Arch. unlike the arches back in Utah, it isn't big and majestic. It's not a giant upside-down horseshoe that lords over us as we look on in awe. It's not even an arch, as much as it is a cave, really. Just a jagged, overgrown rock with a few crevices big enough for a person to enter. Still, despite this, despite the fact that it doesn't compare to the size or grandeur of everything else we've seen together so far, and despite that it hardly took us any time at all to find it, it's still imposing.
And this hole is mine.
The longer I stare at it, the bigger it gets, like it's judging us. It isn't calling into question our abilities, or even if we can find it. It's gauging us to see if we're ready. Are we? I look over to Marina. A small bulge forms in her throat before she swallows it back down.
Oh, whoa, what's this?
Is she? I return my gaze to the arch, asking the same questions over and over in my head. Am I? Finally, we look to each other. Marina readies the metal detector strapped to her back and gives me a nod, which I return. Even if we aren't ready, even if this is the worst mistake of my life, this is something both of us have to do. Our steps in sync, we march over the rocks and desert shrubs before crouching into the cavern. Ooh.
Cave!
Sunlight squeezes into the cave, dyeing the rock columns neon red. Marina begins scanning with the metal detector, listening intently for a beep.
Do it.
The narrow space forces us to huddle together as we heave our way through the arch, repeatedly brushing against each other. At first, it's accidental. I find myself craving it more. To get closer. To feel her. To watch as her hair absorbs the brilliant glow of the cave. I'm deprived of all that, though, as her metal detector vibrates in her hand, making a low rumble. She takes off the headphones and points to the wall.
There.
I avert my gaze and move past her, taking a knee as I slip the bag off my shoulder and pull out a mandrel pickaxe. Careful not to hit her, I start chiseling away at the rock.
Y'all, the facing these national monuments.
Okay.
Not monuments, but just
so you know, guys, don't do these things at national parks or state parks or whatever you have. You don't do it. Soon the crack in the wall grows and small pebbles and gravel start flying off.
And the whole cave caves in.
And they were crushed together in an embrace of death. I reposition myself and block Marina from getting hit by any of it. A small portion of the wall crumbles away and after a few more strikes reveals a hollow space just big enough to squeeze your hand into. It's gonna suck if some creepy thing's gone and made its home in there. Shuddering, I reach into the space and feel something square and wooden. With some budging, it comes free and easily slides out. A box. Its familiarity is expected, but it doesn't stop my heart from leaping any less, nor Marina's, who squeaks out a gasp.
Ready?
This time she barely nods, unsure of what to say, but like ripping off a bandage, I swing the lid open before she can give any real answer. Nuggets. A pile of them, filled from top to bottom, all misshapen and morphed.
Chicken McNuggets.
The sight isn't anything new, but this time it feels different. It's like for the first time the reality has finally sunk in and everything up until now has been a haze. We both just stare at it. An entire universe of thoughts race through my mind, yet it all comes up blank.
What now?
It's directed more towards myself than Marina, but it's the first thing I manage to spit out, and ultimately the most important. Marina doesn't answer at first, instead just tilting her head trying to process the question. Finally, she gives a simple smile.
I saw a sign for a trail on the way over here. Why don't we go hiking?
Hiking? Freeze for a second, then laugh under my breath. The more I think about the simplicity behind her words, the more I laugh, until I border on sounding like a hysterical madman.
Hiking? For real?
I keep laughing, struggling to keep it together even after I start having trouble breathing. Poor Marina isn't in on the joke, though, and within a matter of seconds, her face goes from confusion to concern, then pouting.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're laughing. I was being serious, you know?
Settling down, I wipe a fake tear from my eye, an occasional chuckle still managing to break through.
No, I know you were.
Then what's so funny?
Okay, prediction. They have all 3 things of gold. Or 3 of the 4, anyway. Somebody's gonna break into their car. It's all gonna go disappear, and they're gonna be like, it was our love in the end that was the most valuable gold.
Probably.
Nothing, just...
I finally regain complete composure and smile
Sorry,
at her.
I'm not trying to flex. I'm trying to stretch my shoulder blade because it's feeling... There's like a knot in it.
Flex.
I'm not just being like... Oh! menacing. Amber will have stashed a little.
Yeah, sure. Let's go hiking. That sounds nice. Can you please keep to the signs?
Not a ton, but enough to get them started on their new life together, probably.
I will. Stop being such a worrywart.
Marina skips through the sand, gleefully oblivious that her trail is a badly marked patch of dirt over the plains of the Mojave.
That's what you said last time. If you're not careful, we're gonna get lost. Again.
Aw, you didn't like those old cabins we found?
With the coyote pup and the personified national parks.
It gets old after the second time, Mayor.
It kills daylight, too. The sun has faded to orange and will soon sink out of view. There's no way we're getting back before dark. But hey, maybe that's not such a bad thing. We've already found the treasure, so spending some time with Marina is a nice reward.
Remember that lady at the Canyon de Chelly?
Oh my
Who's
gosh!
like,
What was her
oh,
name, Julie?
I know they want. Don't worry. Plus, you two don't have to worry about getting pregnant, so no biggie.
They're
It's
like,
just like, ah!
What
Like,
did you think we were doing?
she's like, screw it.
So, about this fire wave thing. And yes, I know it's not an ocean of lava, smarty pants.
Dang, I must be running out of material.
I mean, it's so cool. Well, it's hot, I guess. But what is it?
What's the fire wave? It's a, windy thing that winds around rocks and stuff and looks like fire.
Is it that weird canyon that people take pictures in all the time?
Maybe.
At least, I think that's what it was.
Oh?
A devilish grin slinks onto Marina's face, and she attaches herself to me like Velcro, nudging my shoulders.
You don't know what it is either, do you?
What? Do so.
Her grin grows until I force myself to look away. She's not gonna get the satisfaction.
I've seen pictures.
Pictures.
Oh, you've seen pictures? What sort of pictures?
You know, the picture-y kind.
I can just feel her reveling in this. For the first time, she's got me playing right into her hands.
Oh, shut up.
I feel a slap against my wrist, then a tug. Looking down, I see Marina's bright dimples shining through her round cheeks.
Why don't we find out together?
I'm stunned. It's a position we've been in before, but it's supposed to be the other way around. I'm always pulling her. That's my job. For now, it's her smooth fingers locked around my wrist. Her fingernails grazing above my skin.
Phrasing?
Yeah, that was in there for sure.
The realization doesn't even have time to sink in before she propels herself forward, with me in tow.
Position they've been in before.
Wait, hold on!
I kick up sand and grit as I'm practically dragged along by Marina, who meets my yelps with silence.
I'm supposed to be pulling.
Then she halts as quickly as she took off, leaving me to shoot forward and stumble to a stop.
Off the cliff.
You could have at least warned me before ya.
I go silent.
Bruh.
Marina does too. The fire wave. Swirling ribbons of red wrap around the hillside and stretch out to the horizon. The setting sun casts light and shadow across the ground and sky, shading it all with intense golds, pinks, and purples. As the sky dims, a shred of stray light passes over the shade and shines directly on us. Directly on Marina. She stares on, silent. I can feel every glint of emotion coming from her. Every breath taken away. Every raw feeling that builds up inside her only to be choked back down. All of it. Thanks between her and the scene stretched out before us. The pockets of sky with their deep, vivid colors are beautiful, but the choice is easy. I fixate on Marina. Her clear, sweet blue eyes. Her cute, round cheeks. Her lips as they quiver ever so slightly. Laying a hand on her shoulder, I turn her towards me and softly touch her cheek. Her mouth slips open with a faint gasp, but all it takes is a gentle stroke of her face for that uncertainty to be wiped away. Marina holds my gaze. My eyes relax and I step closer so I can feel the warmth of her body against mine. Then I lean in and press my lips to hers. So
Yay!
I keep myself pressed against her, letting my lips move with the natural flow.
I'll be in my bunk, so soon as.
But she doesn't press back. Afraid, I pull away, but before I can step back, she pulls me closer and lets her lips melt into mine.
Aw.
I let the pattern take control. Our mouths move inside each other, full of tender caution as we ease in.
Alright, getting lots of details here.
We repeat the process infinitely. Bathed in the light of sunset, the two of us exchange something.
Yeah, I'll say.
I eventually pull back, unsure of what to say and scared of what I could. What if I could? We turn back to find the last rays of sunlight slipping behind the sand. Something brushes against my hand, tickling for a moment before intertwining between my fingers. It's a spider. Hey, there's tarantulas up there.
Yeah, there are.
Her grip is loose, but I wrap my fingers around so I'm holding her firmly. We watch the last of the light drift into a peaceful evening. Together.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
You are. Oh, dang it, they didn't do it.
Is that it?
They need to gloat over Mariah.
Yeah, I would like some more follow-up. Okay.
Oh, why? What have I done? Her back is turned to me like mine is to hers. I claw my nails deeper into the scratchy couch fabric and stick my gaze on the floor.
Just kind of that like, all right, so now we kind of have to address this in some way or another.
Please end me now. It was silent after we did that. Nice silence, a blissful release of silence, but as we walked back, terror started to sink in. I think she felt it too. I listen to the buzz of the generator and stare at a patch of artificial light on the wall. Stupid little box is making fun of me, I swear.
So, what now?
Funny, that's the same thing I asked when we found the treasure, except she sounds even more hopeless and confused than I did. Bringing my legs to my chest, I bundle my arms around them and put on a nervous smirk.
We could always go hiking again.
Oh my gosh, are they gonna rebury the treasure? She throws a mock slap at my shoulder, feigning a huffy voice.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
The heavy embarrassment in the air melts away into something a little more comfortable as we both manage to laugh at my perviness.
What?
Marina lets out a whiny cry and slides against the couch.
But seriously, what are we gonna do?
It wants to know!
About what?
About everything. The treasure, home, us.
Valid point. I mean, like...
Yeah. My heart tightens like she's squeezing it.
Did you not?
No, I did. I do. I just don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you both had your life direction goal, things kind of going...
Yeah. She turns to me, her eyes pleading, like she's looking for answers. There's no doubt I'm responsible for those eyes. Feeling a fierce sense of responsibility, I shoot up and march to the center console.
Amber?
Hold on.
I have the perfect song for this, just wait. I open the console, but don't bother digging around. I know exactly where these are. 2 irreplaceable pieces of paper. Stopping in front of the couch, my voice darkens.
I'll be using my half of the treasure to pay for Gramps' hospital and funeral expenses. But before I do that, I still need to go to the music festival.
I offer her one of the tickets. Unsure, she gently tugs it from my hand and begins reading.
If you want to, you can go with me. Might give you a little extra time to think about things.
And, of course, time to, spend together. And, you don't have anything else you can do since I am your transportation and living arrangements for the time being. And neither of us have phones.
Yeah, and she doesn't have any identifying information on her anymore. My voice softens.
About everything.
The festival? Me?
Up to you, babe.
Duh. I flop back on the couch and hold the ticket over my eyes to block out the light.
Oh?
Oh, crap. She peels the ticket off halfway and peeks through, revealing an amused grin.
So I'm babe now, huh?
Yep, saw that coming.
On her hands and knees, Marina crawls ever so closer while I scramble to turn and hide my face.
Shut up. It was an accident.
You also did just make out.
Yeah. And now I'm back to where I started, mortified and embarrassed.
Amber?
Her voice is like a melody.
Shut up.
Amber.
I said shut up.
Oh, Amber.
What?
A tank engine plows into my back, followed by soft, gentle arms wrapping around my neck as she rests her head against mine.
Lana! Lana! Lana!
Thank you.
My shoulders relax, embracing her. In turn, I rest my head on hers too. A head sandwich.
Not to be confused with an idiot sandwich.
Sure thing, kiddo.
Bum, 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 bum.
Once we're quiet, the awkwardness sets in again. Where I don't know if I should be saying something to fill in the silence or if I should just let it be. She thinking the same thing? She also worried? Sneak glance after worried glance down, but I can't see her face. Her hands wander around like she doesn't know what to do. She touches her face, then scratches her leg, picks at a fold in her shirt, pops her knuckles. So she is nervous.
Hey.
The top of her head bumps my chin as she flinches.
Hey.
You good?
Yeah.
You don't seem good.
No, I am sorry. I'm just...
Rather than hurry her along like I sometimes do, I wait for her to find the words.
just worried, I guess. I know you have, but I've never had a girlfriend before.
I start to say something, but she hurriedly cuts me off.
I don't mean it like that. Well, I do, but I've also never had a boyfriend before. Not a real one, anyway.
You're my first.
You had a fake boyfriend, though?
Barely. Like, in middle school, there was this guy who asked if I'd be his girlfriend, and I said okay. But then the next day, he said his mom told him he wasn't allowed to have a girlfriend, so we broke up.
Whoa!
Sounds brutal.
Right? And then junior year of high school, I kind of dated this guy for like a month, but I didn't really like him. My friends just wanted me to.
That's screwed up.
I don't know, not really.
Happens all the
They
time,
weren't
dude.
trying to be mean or anything, and he wasn't a bad person. He was just boring.
Oof.
Like, for our first date, we went to dinner and a movie. But dinner was just fast food, and he spilled ketchup all over himself. And
Poor
I
thing.
don't even remember what movie we saw. He put his arm around the back of my chair, and I thought he was trying to put his arm around me, so I kind of got closer, but nope. He just kept it there. Like he was just stretching.
She giggles at the memory.
Honestly, I'd forgotten about all that until now. That's how not a real boyfriend he was.
Clearly, you still love him. Oh, this doesn't work.
What about you?
I'm glad that right now things seem normal. Maybe if she's talking, she forgets about being worried.
Well, I've never had a boyfriend.
Marina punches me in the shoulder.
You know what I meant. I could have guessed that much.
Oh, what are you saying?
This is an RV, not a Subaru, and I don't have a dog.
Hey now, I'm just being clear. But yeah, I've had other girlfriends.
Isn't it bad manners to talk about this, especially early in a relationship? I have opinions on that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think if you are dating several people, it is impolite to talk about other people that you're going on dates with.
As in, like, if you are, like, you've gone on a date with this person, like, you're not exclusively dating someone, but, like,
But if you've started a relationship, I think it's totally okay to, like, objectively talk about past experiences.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
I think that lends context and understanding. She asked, though.
It counted, though it wasn't really anything serious either. By the time I was old enough for a serious relationship, I was too busy with taking care of Gramps to focus on one. But at least no one's mom ever told them they had to break up with me.
Listen, it was hard when I was 12. For like a day or two.
I'll bet. Anyway, yeah, there was this girl I was with through a chunk of high school. We broke up in junior year, I think. She wanted to focus on school.
In high school.
She ended up getting a full ride to a nice college, so I guess she made the right call.
Marina doesn't miss a beat.
Nah, it was her loss.
I shift to free my arm that's pressed against Marina's side and instead wrap it around her. At first I can feel her tense up, but then she gradually relaxes until most of her weight rests on me.
So, Amber?
She doesn't answer.
Mare?
Sorry, never mind.
She looks up and smiles at me, and I smile back. Maybe it's better not to think too much right now or ask too many questions. It's just the two of us, being happy with each other.
Daw.
Not minding that we're both sweaty and kind of gross right now, or that we haven't eaten in hours.
Okay, I can do one of those things, but I can't do both of those things. I cannot be sweaty and gross and hungry. I can only do one of those.
Neither of those, especially not together, are good for a relationship.
Yeah. Oh, man. I would be a Grumpotron.
Oh, yeah. Or so I think.
They're all Twitter.
It isn't long before she yawns and looks up at me apologetically.
Soap! Soap, Fumetsu! Soap! Soap!
We don't have a soap emote on Twitch.
Not on Twitch. Goodness, I'm not reading that one out.
Nope.
Do you already read that one?
Yes.
Oops.
It's okay. I'm kind of tired too.
I'm not. I'm too excited still, but I don't want her to feel bad about going to bed. Plus, we did a lot of hiking today. I unwind my arm from around her and switch which hand holds hers so we can stand up. She's fidgety again, shifting her weight from foot to foot.
Oh, am I sleeping out here again? It's kind of the question.
It's kind of cold out here. Well, I guess it'll take some getting used to, for both of us. We let go of her hand. It falls limply back to her side like she lost control of it. Looking me in the eye, I can tell she's waiting for me to do or say something. I take a step towards her, closing the short distance between us.
Well, good night.
Can I come in the house? Please? And then I lean in and kiss her again. Briefly, Enough that she doesn't even really have time to react before I pull away. She blinks twice, then rubs her lips and smiles.
Good night.
She walks backwards away from me, still smiling. And I'm grinning like an idiot too, of course.
That's how it be.
I'm tempted, so tempted to invite her to sleep in my bed, just to be close to her, still. But I don't. Since she's still so nervous and unsure, I don't want to make that harder for her. That is kind.
It is kind.
I lick my lips as I go to turn off the lights, still tasting the sweetness of her on them. As I climb into bed, listening for the sounds of her breathing, I don't expect to get much sleep of my own tonight.
Highway blossoms!
Blossoming on the highway. My Tamagotchi fell asleep.
Oh.
Sorry, had to turn the lights off.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Sleeping on it is supposed to help you with tough decisions, or with big changes, but that's hard when you can't pass out in the first place. Thoughts of Marina, and of Gramps, and of things changing, and of things staying the same, all brewed together to keep me awake, just like the coffee is right now. When I got up this morning, the first thing I felt was surprise that I'd managed to fall asleep at all.
That happens.
3 hours I got must have snuck up on me.
That's usually about how much it is.
Mm-hmm. I drained another cup of coffee. Number 4, and the last one from this pot. Ah.
Oh,
I don't
sweetie,
even drink coffee,
you need
and that
to not
sounds
have so much
awful.
coffee. April, that's that she ran away because her parents kicked her out when she came out to them? Would explain why she's so nervous.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of maybes about her situation.
Yeah, and with her brother in Salt Lake City makes me think
Yeah.
like that leans that would make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
And the big family also makes more sense in that
Yeah.
scenario.
Number 4 and last one from this pot. I dump a few scoops of grounds into the coffee maker and start a new batch. I got to see the sunrise, which even I usually sleep through. Out here in the middle of nowhere with no light pollution, the sky was vivid. Shards of jagged pink tearing into the blue. I nearly dozed off again just watching. Maybe someday I'll get to watch it with Marina. Someday when I wake up early again, and if she manages to get her lazy butt out of bed. Lazy but cute. Yesterday's events replay in my mind for the umpteenth time, and with them come the swirl of emotions that feel like a stomachache and a high both at once. Things finally starting to feel normal between us again. Kissing Marina at the Valley of Fire. Her leaning into it. Wondering if I should stop. Her not letting me. Sitting close on the couch, not asking any questions, not answering them either.
It gives no questions, and it takes no answers.
Wondering if I should. Ugh. It's too early for this crap. Familiar ping of the coffee maker tells me that I've been zoned out for a few minutes now. Smashing my fist into my eyes, I try to rub the sleepiness out. Okay, why is that a thing for, like, all, like,
Creatures?
mammals? Like, why do we, like, rub the sleep out of our eyes? Why is rubbing your eyes a
because,
thing?
like, part of it is, like, your eyes, like, have, like, discharging goop in them.
Well,
so
I mean,
you're kind of,
there's that.
like, wiping it out. That happens over when you're sleeping.
That's not the instigation of it, though. Like, when you start to get tired, you start rubbing your eyes. Why? It's like, why does everybody sneeze? Why are yawns contagious?
Yeah, I don't know.
Movement from the back of the RV means that I must have woken Marina up. I can hear the sound of her bed creaking and of the covers being thrown back. I feel a strange, nervous elation as she appears in the hallway, looking bedraggled. I love that feeling. I don't know what it is.
Wait, what feeling?
Like,
seeing someone
seeing
like
the person you love wake up.
That's the thing. No,
And
that's totally true.
And, like, even if they look super ridiculous and gross.
No, yeah, I completely agree.
And they're drooling everywhere.
100%. The like waking up is just like
Good morning.
She groans like a zombie and stumbles toward me.
Want some coffee?
A stiff head nod. Smiling, I prepare her a cup. It's only half coffee. The other half is a boatload of sugar and the creamer that neither Gramps nor I never ever drank. How old is it? I don't even know why we had it, but it's not expired.
Oh, okay. That was the next thing I was going to worry about.
When she reaches me, Marina leans into me. Sort of falls, really, crashing against my shoulder.
Hey, careful.
A bit of coffee sloshes out of the mug and onto my hand, but I don't mind. She takes the drink in a couple small sips. Is her shirt labeled Amber?
It's one of Amber's old shirts.
Okay, that's right.
Because it was the first time that she's staying. We're like, here, you can change into this.
Minor bliss replaces her glazed expression.
Good?
Good.
Just because it's sugar.
There's hardly any coffee in it, you know.
Good!
Just the way I like it.
I wonder if she had a hard time falling asleep like I did, but I'm hesitant to ask. Afraid she'd say no. Afraid she'd say yes. I just sit down and she takes the spot next to me. We both quietly sip our coffee as she rejoins the land of the living. Once she finishes her first cup, she's alert enough for conversation.
Sleep okay?
I figure that's safer than flat out asking.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
I really like that face.
Huh?
She trails off. Maybe I gave her alertness too much credit.
I forgot what I was just saying.
A woman after my own heart. Oh my gosh.
I laugh and stand up.
Don't worry about it.
Marina mumbles something incoherent.
What was that?
She clears her throat.
Sorry, I asked if you slept alright.
Took me a while to fall asleep, but after that, yeah.
It's not strictly a lie. Eyes half closed, Marina smiles thinly.
Good.
I turn around so that she doesn't see how preoccupied I am or guess what's on my mind. Whatever it is that I'm dealing with, it's not her problem. I don't want her to worry about me.
But you need to let her.
The floor creaks as Marina stands up too, but I don't face her.
So, where are we going today?
To the pawn shop, where we can exchange the gold so we have something that we can use, right?
No idea. We have a few days before the show. Anything you want to see?
Whatever it is, I will make the trip.
We're not very far.
I was gonna say.
Oh
I was gonna say.
No! Don't you
Vegas
feel
is
scared?
on the way to California, where they're going anyway.
No, guys.
No, this is where we're gonna get robbed for sure.
Oh, no.
Not at all. It's just a couple hours.
No!
Let's go there.
No.
This is where they lose all the gold.
No. Finally, I meet her eyes again. The smile on her face is pure and earnest. I can't help but return it.
Sure, that sounds like fun.
All right, how close are we to the end? Because that'll determine.
We got 40 minutes.
No. How close are we? Up there.
Vegas! Circus! Oh, to the end of the game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she hugs me. Her warm figure is pressed close against mine. She smells like my shampoo. I wrap my arms around her and hold her close. Just for a second, everything feels right. Like it's all gonna work out. And I realize how badly I want it to. Squeeze tight, then pull away.
What was that for?
Just felt like it.
Cutie pie.
Main story is about 6 hours. Well, we've done about 6 hours, so.
We've been reading a lot of it out loud.
Yeah.
Worry creases her face.
Should I not?
Nah, you definitely should. Go get dressed and I'll get us on the road. You cool with waiting to eat until we get there?
Yeah.
Cool. There are a
Guys.
million buffets and exotic restaurants there, so we can find something good.
No! They're gonna get robbed!
Like Las Vegas already.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't!
No, you don't.
Torque.
We'll gently push her towards the back to go get ready. She sticks her tongue out over her shoulder as she goes. Watching, I rub my temple before climbing into the front seat. I'm looking forward to this, and I know Marina is too.
No!
So why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong?
Because you're going to Vegas with gold!
For a long moment, I just pressed my forehead against the steering wheel, not thinking much of anything. The sound of Marina's approaching footsteps makes me sit up, and I put on a smile as she hops to her spot.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go then.
And we head out towards the highway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just love that transition of, alright, let's go, and then like hours later. The faces. Las Vegas appears on the horizon far before we actually reach it. Clusters of generic skyscrapers are interspersed with the world-famous casinos, which come in many shapes and sizes. Some are indistinguishable from the tall banks and offices around them, except for their gaudy logos and signs. Others are constructed to look like a pyramid, or a Roman palace, or a medieval castle.
Luxor, Caesars. I don't remember what the medieval castle is.
There's a distinct clash where some buildings are striking and clean-looking, as if they'd just been completed yesterday. But then, just beside them, will be a sad-looking place with faded paint and signs that aren't supposed to be flickering.
Dude, Vegas is such, like...
Excalibur! Excalibur!
That's the medieval castle one, yeah. It's such just, like, a blatant facade that you see right through all the time.
Yep.
It's just like, I can't buy into it. It's not like Disneyland or something where you can like buy into the illusion. Like with Vegas, you just can't.
Riviera.
Riviera,
As we enter the city limits, we're suddenly surrounded by the noise of traffic and the smell of exhaust. Exiting the highway was like crossing the boundary to another world. Marina drinks it all in.
Oh, what's that one? The super tall one.
To be fair, it's really only the strip that's crazy. Yeah, but like, just the whole vibe of it. Like, it's hard to buy into the vibe. I love and hate Vegas. It's so gaudy and adult and stupid. But booze and the heat and the lights, like, they've got good food. You don't have to buy the illusion if you buy the alcohol. There you go. And I guess the whole, like, not gambling thing.
Yeah. If you don't gamble, then it's...
I guess that's
basically
fair.
just food and some shows.
Yeah. You don't have to buy alcohol either.
She points through the windshield. Even though it's impossible to follow her finger, I know which one she's talking about.
That's the Stratosphere. I think it's one of the tallest buildings in the country.
Well, the one in Seattle is. You play the games and they bring it to you for free. Oh, yeah, that's true. You don't have to buy the alcohol either, yeah.
Wow.
Because they're like, if you're liquored up, you're going to use all your money.
We're still miles out, but she already seems to be infatuated with the city. Her eyes are wide, and so is her mouth.
Man, driving down the strip at night is just cool. Okay, that's true. That's true.
Like, to just drive down the strip, down and back.
And then what's that, like, not the strip? It's like one that goes the other way, that's, like, kind of gentrified. The Stratosphere in Vegas is taller than the one in Seattle? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Huh.
The one that you can, like, zip line down.
What?
And there's, like, no cars allowed on it. I don't remember.
It's even cooler up close.
Where we ate when I was in Vegas last on work.
I never knew cities could be this huge.
Oh, sweetie. Vegas isn't even big.
No, it's not.
It's not. Like,
It's
there's, like,
honestly tiny.
2 or 3 streets with a bunch of stuff on it, and that's it. And the rest are just, like, flat, nothing.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, a bunch of towns around it.
Uh-huh. I keep forgetting that she's never been out of New Mexico. Sure, there are a couple decently sized cities there, but nothing this impressive.
Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, J-April is a Vegas resident. They're, like, legit residential neighborhoods in Vegas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My
Brother-in-law?
brother-in-law's parents lived there several times. You wouldn't know you weren't in Salt Lake, save for the heat. That and, like, tiny yards, mostly. They're suburban.
With everyone with a swimming pool. I'm
Well, if
excited.
you've got that much room, yeah.
I'm excited for her to experience all this for the first time.
Honestly, Las Vegas is kind of on the small side. At least compared to places like New York or Chicago.
They had a pool. Okay.
Seriously? That's insane. I can't imagine that many people in one place.
What about your house?
She giggles.
That's pretty close.
She reminds me of a puppy, straining against its leash as she whips between looking out the windshield and out the passenger side window.
All I can say is it's a good thing that Marina doesn't have any money of her own right now, because Vegas is not good for her.
To me, the part of the city that we're in looks like any other downtown area, so I'm not impressed. Once we get to the Strip, where all the really famous casinos are located, it'll be different.
I wish I could remember the article, but a resident of Vegas wrote a great article about the normal, non-casino, glitzy part of Vegas. No, that's true. Like, there are a lot of parts, like, around surrounding areas where there's, like, a lot of really good, cheap food and, like...
I'd love to see the article if you can find it, ever. But first, I have another destination in mind.
So, Mare,
Yeah?
ever heard of the World Carnival Buffet at the Rio?
She would go nuts there. That's
yeah.
fair.
I don't think so. Should I?
Well, if you like food, it's pretty much the greatest place on earth. They have, like, everything imaginable to eat, and lots of stuff that you can't imagine either.
Somehow, her eyes get even wider.
I want to try it all.
I love
Pretty
her.
sure you'll change your mind when you see some of it. But that's the spirit.
Are we going there now?
Hell yeah, we are. I'm starving.
Me too.
Yeah, what? They eat anything yesterday? And she grabs my free hand, the one that isn't on the steering wheel. My heart leaps to my throat. Since we're at a red light, I catch her eye and she smiles, though her face is a little red.
That was the fact that I don't ever clean my history. Nice! Throw that in the Discord, would you? Thanks, my man.
I am also putting a fun song that I was reminded of in Discord. It's a song called Little Bribes by Death Cab for Cutie, and it's about Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
It's just perfect. I smile back, but then face forward. Our hands hang limply between our seats. It isn't long before our palms are moist with sweat. I don't know whose. Her hand is so soft, like she treats it with lotion or something, but I know that's not the case. Smooth, like a baby's. Smooth pimtos.
Yep.
It makes me a little self-conscious of my chewed fingernails and chronically dry skin.
I like stupid stuff and other crap. I'm gonna set my cash on fire.
Worried that I'm gonna gross her out and she'll pull away or something.
Is this okay?
Huh?
Maybe I was getting a little too distracted.
Is what?
She raises our linked hands.
This.
I don't see them. Your hands are both on the wheel. Right there and there.
You just seemed kinda... Like, I mean, I can not if you...
No, it's fine. Seriously.
I'm talking louder than I need to, flustered as I try to backpedal. She doesn't look convinced.
Okay, sorry, I'm still... not really.
It's fine. You're fine, really. I'm the one who should be sorry. I'm not usually this weird in a relationship.
Now she looks almost offended. Crap.
Not like that. I just mean...
A blaring honk from behind reminds me that I'm sitting stopped at a green light. Middle of traffic isn't the best place for this conversation. Breathing deeply as we pull ahead, I try to collect my thoughts.
Sorry, again. I just... have a lot on my mind. Because I like you. I really do. You know that really freaking well by now.
She smiles, though she's still looking down. And our hands are still together. Well, this is such an awkward time and place to be talking about this.
Yep.
So it's my bad if I'm being weird or whatever. But being with a girl I met on the side of the road is a new one. Even for me, you know?
Finally, she laughs.
Yeah, I guess it's a little weird.
I feel like I can still hear a slight quiver in her voice, but I might be imagining it. So I squeeze her hand tightly. Immediately, she squeezes back. I only have a vague idea of the direction I need to be driving. Fortunately, it isn't too long until the Rio comes up.
Flamingo Road. You're good.
Looming large and something. You go back.
Oh, sorry.
Looming large a few miles away. We pull into the parking lot near the back, where the only open spaces are left. It's pleasantly warm outside. I've heard stories of people's shoes melting on the asphalt during the summer. But for now, the weather's perfect.
I got a bad night, guys, and remember, Vegas is sweet.
Good night, Jess Brown. I'll totally listen or read the article.
Vegas is great if you're not there between May and, like, September.
Yeah.
Anytime I've been there between then, I'm just like, ugh, it's 86 degrees at 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. As we cross through the parking lot towards the casino, Marina takes my hand yet again. I can feel my heart rate accelerate, but I squeeze her fingers all the same. And you just left the gold in the car? I hope they locked it. They didn't lock it, did they?
They're too Twitter-pated. Of course they didn't.
The first few steps inside are sensory overload. A million different sounds and a billion different lights all pour from the sea of slot machines. Even at lunchtime on a Thursday, the majority are occupied. We both take a second, frozen in place. I try to process it all. This isn't even my first time in a casino, but I'm overwhelmed just like Marina is.
She's like,
I can see the reflections of a game in her eyes, like a cartoon character thinking of money.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Is this one of the most popular casinos?
Not even close. Like, it's big, but it's not the biggest.
Whoa.
whoa.
I tug her forward.
Come on, we'll have tons of time to gawk with food in our stomachs.
The mention of food steadies her steps. Giant overhead signs direct the way to the buffet. They must be visible from any part of the building. This place is famous for something besides the food. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
We can smell it before we can see it, even despite the stench of cigarettes and BO that are pretty strong here.
For the longest time growing up, I associated the smell of cigarettes with Vegas. Because anytime we would go on road trips to visit my, like, grandparents in California, anytime we'd stop anywhere in Vegas to, like, get gas or eat or anything, there was just always the smell of cigarettes.
And not
so,
like the dank cigarettes, too. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like, menthol cigarettes.
It's like cigarettes and air freshener and, like...
And spilled beer.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like any one particular food item, but rather lots and lots of them. Guided by our stomachs, we half run towards the buffet. The line to get in is small since we got here so early. Marina hops up and down, trying to peek over the head of the bald guy in front of us.
Can
That's
you
me.
see anything?
That's me.
Barely. It looks like it goes on forever.
Good.
I practically throw my card at the attendant. It reminds me of paying to enter an amusement park, and I'm just as excited. We're let through a small gate and into heaven. Rows upon rows of stations form a small maze in the massive room. Deep bins full of food, fried or grilled or baked or roasted, fill nearly every inch of space in each station. Marina and I grab plates from the tall stacks nearby.
Meet you in the dining room?
She nods, already distracted, and heads straight for the desserts. Okay, that's where we differ.
Yeah, you are
That is
not
where
a
we differ.
sweets person.
I'll have a handful of little sweets, but I'm going right back for the rolls.
Yeah.
I load my plate with a slice of prime rib, 2 rolls, and a scoop of mashed potatoes. I pour gravy over them, letting it run down and soak into everything else. For good measure, I also throw on a pair of chicken wings from a nearby basket. They're so fresh I can see the steam coming off them. I'm gonna need a second plate. I grab one off another pile and toss a small piece of salmon, some pot stickers from the Asian section, and a large spoonful of some sort of casserole. I can't even guess what it is, but it looks good. Everything looks good. Solely because I can't fit more food on my plates, I head to the dining area and pick a seat where Marina will be able to find me easily. Sure enough, she emerges just a minute later, carrying 2 plates like I did.
Wow. You weren't kidding about trying everything.
Instead of big portions of a few things like I got, Marina has 1 or 2 bites of a couple dozen dishes.
That's the right way to do it. I unfortunately always tend to take the amber route when I'm hungry at a buffet. I'm like, oh, I like this thing, get a ton. I like this thing, get a ton. I like this thing, get a ton. And then I'm like, and then one of them will invariably be bad. And then I'm just like, but now I'm full.
It's like it's you and hot pieces of food.
Oh, just eating them despite the fact that they're too hot? Every single time? Yeah.
Roughly half of them are cakes or other sweets.
When in Rome, you know?
That's actually further up the strip. That's...
I slice off a bite of steak, and close my eyes in ecstasy while I chew. It's divine. Holy cow. Barely balancing her plates as she slides into the seat beside me, Marina bumps against my shoulder.
You know whoever wrote that line right there was so proud and is like, no one's gonna get it, but this is genius. But we got it. We gotcha. We got your joke.
Marina bumps against my shoulder, she gets situated, and I almost send a forkful of potatoes into her lap.
Oops, my bad.
In retaliation, I spear a bite of chicken from her plate, swimming in some Asian sauce.
No fear!
It's double fair.
That doesn't even make sense.
After that, she finally gets to take her first bite, and she melts. Just like me, her eyes roll back into her head while she chews.
I don't even remember what this is, but it's amazing.
Tracking like, generic Asian sauce. I was gonna make a comment about that too. I was like, is that teriyaki? Is it like gyoza sauce? Is it Asian sauce?
Asian. I mean, it was probably in the Asian section, and there's probably some nondescript something. So
Yeah.
that probably is the most apt description. She scoops up another forkful of what looks like some kind of barbecue brisket and holds it toward me.
Try it.
I open my mouth and she guides the fork in. I pull back to chew. It's got a nice smoky flavor.
No, Fumetsu, that's not it.
No!
That's not how you do it.
That is good.
Right? I almost want to go get a whole plate of just that.
Resist. Resist. Then she tries the baked chicken and that she has next to it.
Wait, never mind. This is even better.
There's a distinct lack of vegetables on both of her plates, but she seems to enjoy everything that she got. Every bite results in some statement about how it's the best thing so far.
Did you get any of this?
I gesture towards a slice of steak that I've almost finished.
Okay, open up.
She dutifully opens her mouth while I cut a bite for her. It's the best part, right near the edge where all the flavor is. It's a little awkward to be feeding her like this, but no one pays any attention to us.
No one pays any attention to anyone in Vegas.
When she swallows, she sits still. Very slowly, she opens her eyes again.
That was literally the best thing I've ever eaten.
Thank you, Rob Lowe.
That was
Literally?
You've said that like 20 times so far.
I mean it this time. That was illegally good.
Now that doesn't make any sense.
It makes double sense.
We laugh.
Gramps always used to say that the best place to get a steak was at buffets like this.
Buffets?
Buffets.
Because
Buffets.
they're always better, but because you can just go up and get slice after slice. Although, he's the only person I've met who can eat more than one.
Say, like, I can't ever even finish a steak.
Marina chuckles with me, but it's nervous sounding.
I used to tease him for it. No one should be able to eat that much meat. He would always complain about him being too done. He kicked his own steaks to be kind of medium rare. Closer to rare.
Good.
Gross.
Wrong.
No.
Don't tell me you eat yours well done.
Out! We're done! Get out!
Marina, I don't know if we can still be together.
There you go. Break up with her right now! It's like, there you go, Bobby. A nice medium rare steak. But Dad, what if someone wants one well done? Then we ask them politely, but firmly, to leave.
I need you to find that and put it in Discord for everyone else to enjoy. We also just need to see that show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I need to find it right now.
Okay, go for it.
Otherwise I'm going to forget because I know who I am. And
I'll click along. She looks pained.
I'm just kidding, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But it doesn't sound like it. Oh, shut up. It's probably not a good idea to talk about Gramps too much either. Her plates are mostly empty, and I look back at the serving area dubiously.
Round 2?
She thinks about it, then shakes her head.
I think I'd explode if I ate much more.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Fumetsu says I got you.
I got it. It's in there, though.
Never mind.
I saw the dots.
And retreated. There's a soft flutter against.
Wait, I missed it. They're kissing. Why are the kisses happening again?
Yeah. Round 2.
I've been reading everything.
Yeah, but I've been trying to find a thing, so clear I wasn't listening.
Okay.
Round 2.
She says no. Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
There's a soft flutter against in my cheek as Marina leans over and kisses it.
Pay attention, dude. Gosh, sorry. I was trying to put in a
Thank you for
memes.
bringing me.
Yeah, no problem.
I intently examine the hard plastic bench I'm sitting on. Too long passes by before I talk again.
So are you ready to go?
Oh, sure.
I can tell how on edge she is again. Good going, Amber. Nice. I launch to my feet.
Just leave the dishes on the table. Someone will come by and clean them up.
I have no idea if that's true. I start to leave, expecting Marina to follow me.
Amber!
But I turn around. She's still in the process of getting up.
I can't get up.
For me!
First, she has to brush her face with a napkin. Then she drains the glass of orange juice she was drinking. Then she scoots out of the booth and hurries toward me.
Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry. Just felt kind of nauseous for a second. Probably ate too much.
Food, baby.
Oh.
I doubt she's buying it. From the corner of my eye, I see her reach toward my hand. Then she seems to think better of it and lets hers fall back to her side. I grab it myself as I lead the way out of the casino.
Oh, wait. I should bring up that again.
Outside, I take Marina's hand, but it feels limp inside my own.
There we go. None of these signs are real.
Kyle's bar.
Or at least that I don't recognize. Maybe
Wedgie's Wieners. I let her lead the way down the street and toward the busiest part of the city. Sometimes stuff on the side catches her eye. Brightly colored sports cars that probably belong to millionaires pass by us pretty frequently. There are also people in bike-drawn carriages and double-decker tour buses. Beside the people, the buildings themselves the buildings themselves all compete to stand out. Almost every storefront has something neon flashing to get you to look at it. Toy stores, restaurants, sex shops, and more all vie for real estate. Within a 2-block radius, you could probably buy anything you ever wanted.
Story of truth.
Maybe a half-mile ahead of us on the other side of the road, there are a few street vendors on the sidewalk. They have awnings set up to shade themselves and their merchandise, though it's too far away to see what they're selling.
They're selling their sweet mixtapes.
Yeah. Marina spots them and points.
Ooh, let's go look!
But then her excitement vanishes.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Gotta learn somehow, sweetie.
With a hopeful smile, Marina starts to run. A red light at the crosswalk makes her stop not too far ahead, though. I catch up just in time for the light to change. Before she can dart away, I take Marina's hand. She doesn't object, but searches my face. So I smile, and she smiles back. I let her pull me to the vendor, who seems to be selling a little bit of everything. T-shirts cover most of the wire rack that serves as a wall. There are also bins of buttons, keychains, and other small trinkets. One bin is full of tiny soapstone animal carvings, and those are what Marina goes for. I ignore the vendor and his weaselly small talk, refusing to be conned into buying tons of junk.
Good.
After a minute, Marina selects a little stone coyote. I pay $5 for it, practically robbery. We start down the road again with Marina inspecting her new treasure.
Why a coyote?
I thought she was the cutest. Look at the way the color changes here.
She holds the little trinket up by my nose. There's a spot where the color changes from brown to a milky white on one side of its face.
That is pretty.
Mm-hmm. Plus, wolves are pretty much my favorite animal, and coyotes are close enough.
Yeah? Have you ever seen a live wolf?
A live what?
No, I wish.
Wolf.
You?
A live what?
Wolf, sweetie.
A live wolf?
At Yellowstone a couple years ago, yeah. I begged Gramps to take me.
Yellowstone's cool.
As soon as I mention Gramps' name, I see Marina's eyes flit towards mine.
What else do they have there?
All kinds of stuff. Wolves, bears,
Okay.
buffalo, elk, deer. Pretty much any kind of forest animal.
Hey, remember when we played that game?
And a
You got all
Conehead.
the animals?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just wander around, right?
And weird effing spirits. You know, you can date Yellowstone. She can make tea right on top of her head.
Yeah. There are even places where you can feed some of them out of your car.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Dude, this one time I was in Yellowstone, there were literally at least 300 bison, a full herd, just like going over the road. We're just like, oh, okay. And of course we had spent like 20 minutes, 30 minutes taking pictures of the one and single two bison that were like on the road before there. And then we pull up, it was just like, oh!
What about the meat eaters, like wolves and stuff?
There are spots where you can see them, but you can't feed them. They're still wild animals. It's not a zoo or anything.
I want to go there someday.
I'll take you to see them sometime. It's a cool place.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
I try to play it off like it's not a big deal to me, but talking about future plans, anything that would happen after the festival, ignites that sense of uncertainty in my chest. The way her eyes light up when I promise to take her... The way her eyes light up when I promise to take her both soothes and agitates the feeling. No matter what, I'm happy she's happy. I follow behind as she darts from stall to stall like a hummingbird. They all offer more of the same, generic desert-themed trinkets or gaudy I Love Vegas merchandise. The sidewalks are full of these vendors who shout and try to get the attention of all the dozens of people who pass by. Marina's the only one who gets hooked in. But she doesn't ask for anything else. Maybe there just isn't enough wolf merchandise. Every time she dives in to examine someone's wares, I hang back with my hands in my pockets and watch. When she's done, we hold hands again. It's a nice cycle. But all that changes once we reach the strip itself, with its eclectic architecture and eccentric population. I point out some of the more famous places, like the Luxor, which is shaped like a pyramid, and Caesar's Palace, which looks like it was stolen from Rome. Marina's oohs and ahs in all the right places, though to my surprise she doesn't try to lead us to them. Instead, she seems dead set on taking us further and further down the row of sidewalk salesmen, like she's looking for something in particular. Not that I have any idea what that is. She leads the way, looking from side to side, but never seeming quite to find it. Until suddenly she freezes in place. A large wave of pedestrian traffic behind us crests and spills around like we're not even there. Marina points ahead at one of the street vendors a few blocks ahead.
Found one!
I'm yanked forward once again, being dragged by her newfound enthusiasm.
A showgirl?
Rather than a bunch of cheaply made goods, the merchant she's noticed has a bunch of colored drawings of cartoon characters, barely recognizable due to the exaggerated style.
A caricature artist.
Yeah! A sign beside them advertises custom commissions, $30 each. I immediately understand what it is
don't be
Marina
a
wants.
pooper.
No. No, no, no.
I try to drag my heels, but I'm tugged along by Marina. She's surprisingly strong when she wants to be.
Amber.
She says my name without even turning around.
This has been on my bucket list for years.
And you're paying for
It's
me since I
happening.
don't have any of my own.
It's happening.
What has? Getting ripped off by a street artist?
Having someone draw me.
My protests going ignored, I fall in step and accept my fate. The guy manning the booth looks like he's completely out of place. He's wearing a flashy Hawaiian shirt and a baseball cap.
Of course he is.
When he notices Marina and I approaching, he sits up from his slouching position and grins.
I'll draw you like one of my French girls.
You have French girls?
Hello, ladies.
That's a guy.
Hi there. We were interested in having our portrait drawn.
We weren't. You were. But I don't protest. I've resigned myself to going along with whatever she wanted.
Perfect.
He frames us with his fingers like he's going to take a picture.
You girls stand right there and get comfy. I'll get ready.
And by that, I mean slip into something more comfortable, please.
He lurches off his wooden chair and grabs a sketch pad and a box of pencils.
We'll do you two in color. How's that sound?
An extra $500.
Great.
I just grimace. I'm not fond of having my picture taken, and this isn't much better. I just never feel satisfied with how I look.
Because you're always grumpy.
That's why there aren't many pictures of Gramps and me. Just a couple. I'll deal with it, for Marina's sake. We stand under an awning, though its shade does little to help the heat. Marina shifts from foot to foot while I just wait with my hands in my pockets.
Holding my pockets in my hands.
Every so often she turns to beam at me, though she doesn't say anything. Jeez, not sure why she's so hyped up, but it's cute. The guy finally gets his stuff ready, all set up on an easel. The piece of paper he's using is almost the size of my torso.
Go ahead and scrunch together now.
Scrunch? He makes a motion with his hands. Marina stands near me and I wrap one arm around her.
Closer.
Our shoulders are touching.
Now kiss.
Closer.
Now we're cheek to cheek.
Ah, perfect.
And he stares at us with a smile for just a second longer than is comfortable.
Yep.
It makes his expression seem more than a little sleazy. Before I can change my mind, he looks down at the paper and starts to draw.
Street artist ships it.
We stand there not talking or moving at all. Once, Marina starts to ask something, but he waves his hand without even looking up.
Quiet. If you move, you'll mess it all up.
Really? Really? What kind of artist are you?
For a caricature artist.
Yeah. Like, you take one look at them, make some generalizations and exaggerations, and then you're done. So she shuts up. I can feel her jaw snap shut once it's smushed against my own. 15 minutes pass.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's not a caricature artist.
No. My mouth
Those are like 3 minutes tops.
Yeah. Like, that's what they do. My mouth is starting to get sore. I didn't have any guesses as to how long this would take, but it's starting to get annoying. Even Marina seems to be having second thoughts. She wriggles just barely, probably to fight the growing tension in her muscles. Not enough to ruin the drawing, though. From the corner of my eye, I noticed a couple of the glances that we get. Probably don't look especially out of place, but more like hapless tourists who got conned to something.
Yeah, they're probably getting, like, either, like, robbed right now or pickpocketed something. I don't know.
I guess we are to an extent. I wouldn't mind, except that we look ridiculous being stuck together for, like, nearly Siamese twins. Artist draws with long, swift strokes. Though I can't see what he's doing, he appears confident. Hopefully the result is worth the discomfort. And the $30. It's not gonna be $30. It's gonna be like 75.
Yeah, because you did color.
Yeah. I'm nearly at my breaking point when he finally leans back and sets his pencils aside.
Done.
Marina peels away from me instantly, leaving a damp spot of shared sweat on my face. I rub at it as I follow her more slowly to see the results. As she cranes around the easel to look, I watch her expression go from excited to overjoyed.
Oh, thank goodness. At least that.
Her smile widens into a grin as she grasps the drawing in her hands.
Amber, look! It's us!
15 minutes. She flips it around so I can see. It's us. First thing I notice is my boobs. They're a lot larger than in real life. Same with Marina's. Kinda.
Yeah. Boobs! I mean, caricature art.
Yeah. Other than that, the drawing is cartoony. We're recognizable, but our features are exaggerated. Marina's eyes are almost comically huge.
She looks almost like she's done in the anime style.
In contrast, the buildings behind us in the drawing are sharply defined and
Yeah.
Clutching the paper to her chest, Marina sighs a contented smile.
Thank you so much!
Oh gosh. Artist wipes his sweaty palms on his shorts as he stands.
Oh, here we go.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
150. And he looks at me expectantly. With a sigh, I pull out my wallet and pass him a pair of wrinkled bills. Pass it to him with a nod.
Y'all have a lovely day now.
How much did she give him?
With that, he slouches down again and pulls out a cheap-looking paperback novel. The drawing is still close to Marina's chest like a priceless artifact. Every few seconds, she holds it away from her and grins as she looks at it. That makes it worth the cost.
If it was only 30 and it was like in color and looked like that, then it's not too bad.
Yeah. Finally, Marina rolls up the drawing like a scroll and tucks it under her arm for safekeeping. We stand in the shade of the awning while we look up and down the road.
We should split up for a little bit.
Oh, don't do that. Just go back to the car.
What?
Oh my gosh. I can't help but yelp. That was the last thing I was expecting.
Not for long. There's just something I want to do.
Use the restroom.
And you can't be there.
What?
Oh, she's getting something for Amber.
With what money?
Never split the party.
Why not?
With what money?
Exactly.
Shuffling in place, Marina looks away.
'Cause it's a surprise.
Mare, no. This isn't some small town. This is Las Vegas. What if you get lost?
Yeah.
Or some creeper tries to mess with you?
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, Amber. There's
No.
like 1,000,000 people on this street.
That's what makes
That's-
it easy to happen, and you don't have a phone, and neither does
Yeah,
she.
so? That doesn't mean anything.
No,
I mean
Marina,
it.
no.
It'll be fine.
No! No!
There's a fire in her voice that takes me by surprise. There's even a small spark in her eyes, like she's angry.
Do it somewhere else in Vegas that's not so crowded.
My frown deepens.
But
Seriously, it's nothing bad, I promise. I
Vegas,
just
she's gonna
wanna
go
do
make some cash in
something,
the
but
alley.
It's a surprise for you, so you can't be there.
Marina, no!
Her face softens.
Please, it'll only be a couple hours.
No!
No!
No, no, no.
No, 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 no!
Marina, I don't know.
Of all the cities to split up in, this is one of the worst. Not only do we not have a way to contact each other if needed, but the people aren't the sort you can trust.
Conflict, drama, tragedy!
Oh, you switched it. If I leave her on her own, there's a good chance I'd never see her again. But the way she stands there, hands on her hips, looking determined, makes me not want to argue.
No!
I sigh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it. Just give me like 3 hours.
Why do you need 3 hours?
No!
It's a long time.
You think? I tried to keep it short.
What could you possibly be doing
What are you
in
doing
Vegas?
in 3 hours in Vegas?
In 3 hours, she could be snatched into someone's car and well into Arizona or California or halfway to Reno. It's irresponsible of me to let her go. But I can tell by looking at her that I don't have a choice.
There's no way to contact.
Okay, fine. But can you at least stay on the street? It's a straight shot back to the Rio where we're parked, and so it'd be harder to get lost.
Marina nods fast.
That's fine. I already saw where I need to go. But you're not allowed to watch, okay?
You can do a lot in 3 hours in Vegas. Exactly.
Yeah,
Which is why you need 3
I'll probably
hours.
just go back to the car anyway.
Now she frowns.
Isn't there anything you want to see?
Not without you.
Yes, guilt her! Guilt her!
Aw, Amber.
She kicks at the ground.
I guess we don't have to...
No, go on.
No! No, 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 no!
No!
What?
Just be safe, okay? Don't do anything silly.
No, I won't even go anywhere alone on
No, no,
I
no.
guess it'll be fine for a couple hours.
No! It won't be fine for 15 minutes!
She takes the drawing in one hand and then hugs me tight. Then Marina leans up and kisses me on the lips. Ah. She pulls away before I can get into it.
Okay, I'll see you in a while then.
Right.
We stand there, neither of us moving. Sigh again, then trudge back down the road. I glance back every few steps, but she doesn't move. Instead, she watches me and waves. Probably making sure that I keep good on my promise not to follow her. As tempting as it is, I'll let her go for now. 3 hours can't be that hard. Right? Turns out I was wrong.
Ah!
2 hours are agony. I wander from store to store, stepping in without actually caring what's for sale.
Suddenly dead. GG.
The first is a vegan restaurant. I don't try any samples. Just next door is some fetish shop with its windows covered. All the lights inside are colored, mostly red or sometimes violet. The girl behind the counter, pale-skinned and with artificially black hair, gives me a smile that I return.
This is why the game is only 6.
But I don't stick around. I don't even know what I'm doing. Going through the motions of being a tourist, I guess. Technically, I am exploring Las Vegas. Tomorrow, I'm sure I won't be able to remember a single detail of these shops. Up ahead is yet another street vendor. His setup is nearly twice as long as most of the others and includes large glass display cases. Looks like it must be a pain to transport. Wander over pretending to be interested. Cleric, a Hispanic man with a short goatee, watches me but doesn't say anything. Not even a greeting. It's all cell phones and phone accessories. Chargers, cases, cords, and the like. Nothing relevant to me. There's a special discount on prepaid phones and time cards right now, it seems. A half dozen identical posters plaster the wall of the longest case. I stare at one of the flyers, though I'm not actually reading it. Just imagining if Marina and I had cell phones.
Probably a good idea.
Probably! It might help at times like this.
Yeah.
Times when I'm being ridiculous and clingy and an idiot and smart because it's Vegas and it's dangerous if you're a lone single woman wandering around. As long as neither of them gets shot in the head, it won't be the worst ending to this month. Worst ending this month.
That's true.
Yeah. Being able to reach her anytime would be nice, but would they get much use? That's when I realize something and I'm dumbfounded by a simple fact. What it is that's been bothering me since we split up. This is the first time since meeting Marina that I've been on my own. That she isn't just a room away or within shouting distance. Even though it's only been a couple hours, I suddenly feel profoundly alone. It's pathetic, I know. I'll see her again in less than an hour now. But the anxiety of separation gets the better of me. It makes me sick as all the horrible scenarios rush into my head again. The ones where something bad is happening to her and she's not able to call for help. I look at the phones at the case.
It won't do you any good to have a phone if she doesn't have one.
I've never had one, so I'm not very knowledgeable, but they look cheap and flimsy. I try to find a brand name, but it doesn't mean much to me if I could. The only names I'd be familiar with are those massive companies who make everything, not just phones. The ones whose merchandise costs hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I think Marina had a Heisei? I've heard they're pretty good. Advertising! Then again, I've also heard about shady stuff with them suddenly replacing all the production workers with robots. Gramps said this sort of thing would be part of the New World Order. Doesn't matter, though. It's tempting, but there isn't much point. In just a week, less now even, Coachella will be over. And after that, well, a phone gives us a way to stay in touch. Once we've spin around and walk away in a hurry, feeling suddenly sick again.
They should replace it all with robots. Know why? Why, Fumetsu?
I must have looked like a lunatic, coming up, standing still, then freaking out and leaving. Maybe that's why the guy didn't say anything. I just looked like another insane junkie.
Robots don't get COVID-19.
I picture some tweaker stepping out in an alley towards Marina, who of course wouldn't even notice, and I shove those thoughts out of my head. 1 hour, just one more hour. Chill, I tell myself for the 1000th time. Dude, I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. Across the street from the phone carts is a bright green sign for a candy store. One of those places that has floor-to-ceiling bins of gummies that sell by the pound. I half expect to see Marina there herself. Getting her a surprise bag of sugar might be a good way to try to make up for being weird.
Saying Apple isn't in a good place right now. We'll be fine long term, but this quarter will be rough.
Until the next time I act weird, that is. I cross the street as soon as there's a gap in the traffic, not bothering to go to a crosswalk. The doors have an outline and handles that are the same lime green as the sign. When I step inside, I see that the walls are too. I'm reminded of the slime from those old shows I used to watch on TV that would be sprayed onto the audience or cast members. Not the most appetizing impression. Selection is good, though. Like I expected, there are more varieties of candy than I've ever seen in a single place. Only pictures. Is it that, or is it the bang? This makes me feel funny.
Yeah, the drink. Yeah.
This is what it looks like, by the way, guys. Bang. Cotton
also
candy.
Also known as prod, is what it looks like, reversed.
Prod. There are several different types of plastic bag that you can fill, ranging from I'm on a diet to garbage bag sizes. I grab a medium-sized one. Then I realize I don't know what to get for Marina. Definitely chocolates, but with or without nuts. I can't remember if I've heard an opinion. Try to recall what she's gotten at gas stations along our trip, and I never paid that much attention. Maybe I should go for a mixture of both. but then what if she's allergic to something? Probably wouldn't have ever come up. It probably wouldn't have ever come up since we always eat out and order for ourselves. I don't want to give her a 3-pound sack of anaphylactic shock. Gummies then. Those might be safer. There are more types of gummy candies than I ever thought existed. Different flavored rings, candies shaped like the fruits they taste like, and other things like chewy soda bottles. For just a moment, I wonder about which ones I should pick. I think I remember her saying she loves raspberry? Strawberry. But I think she's gotten strawberry soda before. Not that that means anything. This is a gift, so I want it to be perfect. Not a bag full of things she dislikes.
I mean, Vegas, they're probably laced with something.
Or somebody put something in there. Then I remember. Marina likes pretty much everything.
Oh no, we're going to drug her.
Oh, right. Elated at the simplicity, I dump a small scoop of just about every sort of gummy that they sell. For good measure, I get a second smaller bag and fill it with some malted chocolate balls, caramel clusters, and plain old chocolate chunks. Safe options. I haul the 2 bags over to the counter. There's just one attendant, and she's currently ringing up a mom with her 2 sons. The kids dart around their mom's legs, rattling displays and knocking items off the shelf. No one makes them stop or fix their mess. One of the kids stares up at me, and I frown at him deeply. He stops running and hides behind his mom's legs. Good.
Me F!
Oh! I can see the smile that you do, too. It's like... Can you do this? That frown? Yep.
Yeah.
When they leave, the kid is still clinging to her like a bear cub. I set my bags up on the counter and kneel down to replace some of the spilled items. As I do that, the shopkeeper comes around front, nearly bumping into me.
I feel like she's supposed to be a cameo, but I have no idea what else.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I look up directly into her knees.
Her beautiful knees.
I straighten up and we're suddenly way too close. Stumbling backward, I grab the counter to support myself. She laughs, eyes crinkling. She's cute! Her tan skin is complemented by the bright red uniform she wears. A little name tag on the counter says that her name is Cassie.
You know, there's a special going on right now.
Oh, yeah?
A stack of postcards sits by the credit card machine. She hands me one.
If you buy 10 more bags, you get one for free.
I try to imagine how much candy that would be. You'd need a wheelbarrow to haul it all out. Cassie laughs, probably at my expression.
What a deal! By Grabthar's hammer. What a
savings.
savings.
Yeah, we haven't had many people spring for that one.
The person I'm buying this stuff for probably would, if she was here. This'll probably be gone by tonight.
I gesture at the bag, still sitting on the scale.
Oh, shopping for your sister, or?
Girlfriend!
Girlfriend.
I try out the world. I try out the word, seeing how it sounds in relation to Marina. As expected, it makes my heart skip a beat. During that beat, I feel like I see the shopkeeper's face fall, just for a second.
Just for a second.
Just for a second.
Yeah, lucky girl.
Thanks.
I don't know if she means because of the candy or because of me. After ringing out my bags, she dumps them into an even larger bag. That seems unnecessary, but I guess it makes them easier to carry. She passes me the candy as well as the receipt.
Have a good day. Try the peach rings. They're my favorite.
I will. Have a nice day, too.
The girl waves as I leave the store.
I proposed to this girl with a ring and a peach ring martini.
Outside, I check the receipt, since I wasn't really listening to the total. Looks like she didn't charge me for the smaller bag.
I was wondering if that was gonna happen.
I glance back inside, but she's disappeared into the back room.
Aw,
I guess that answers my earlier question.
Yep.
Flattered, I head back to the Rio where we're parked. It's not long until I'm supposed to meet Marina, and if I spend too long outside, her present will melt.
And it's for overtime.
I'm so freaking nervous.
Do we kind of wrap up this chapter? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No!
I need to know if she's safe.
I know, right?
At least. Walking back to the casino where we parked is way faster than leaving it was. It's probably because I'm still missing the human pinball, so I'm not held up every time we pass a shop.
I'm invested!
I say that, but of course I'm eager to see her again. In some parallel universe where I hadn't met Marina, I might have stuck around at the candy store to chat for a longer time. But unfortunately for Cassie, I already have someone. Parking lot at the Rio has filled up even more. Getting out of here is going to be a pain, since there wasn't a whole lot of room to begin with.
How do you keep someone in suspense for a year? We'll wrap this up next February. No, we would finish this up in March at least.
On Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I make my way to the RV and let myself in. It feels like an oven, and the first thing I do is turn on the AC.
And the gold's gone.
I set the bags of candy down on my bed to inspect them. As I'd feared, the chocolate is slightly melted, streaking brown against clear plastic. It's not too bad, though, and a couple hours in the fridge should have it good as new. I leave gummies on the counter since they don't suffer as much on the way back. Maria and I are supposed to meet up here in about half an hour. Since it's so soon, I may as well just wait in here where it's more comfortable. Lay down on my bed and tried to read that book Marina's been sucked into for a few days, but I can't stay focused on the words long enough to process them. It doesn't take long before I give up and set it aside.
Okay, so true story. I was in San Diego. Hot day. Cool story, bro.
Wow. Decided to get some gelato for me and the folks. Now I just stare at the ceiling. I used to do this most nights when I couldn't sleep. After Gramps passed, but before I met Marina. It wasn't that it comforted me or anything, but the amount of effort it took to not think of anything usually led to me falling asleep without realizing.
We were at a pizza parlor. I run down the street to buy gelato, walk outside. Immediately starts melting.
Instead, this time I let my thoughts wander. Sleeping has been easier lately. Actually doing something during the day and getting exercise helps a lot. But also my thoughts have been less cloudy, less muddled. Sure, there are still moments where I think of Gramps and the pain hits me again.
Cue me running down the street with gelato running down my hands. Oh no!
I feel Amber right now. Having Marina around makes those rare. Someday I might be able to think of him without it hurting. I don't know if I want that, though. Isn't that just like forgetting? People say you move on and get over deaths, but what does that mean for the person you lost? I roll onto my side and stare at the picture of me and Gramps hanging on the wall. I can't take it, and I roll onto my other side. Groaning into my pillow is cathartic. Without Marina here, I can be as loud as I want. To my surprise, no tears come. Anyone walking by outside would probably think I'm dying or in pain, but I don't care. Alone time has its upsides, after all. Grieving is complicated and exhausting. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even doing it right. There must be something wrong with me if I don't even want to get over Gramps. I sit up, still hugging the pillow to my chest. Marina will be back soon. Maybe I can talk about this with her.
Where is Marina? Marina will be back soon.
I'm right here, guys! As I think that, I feel a stab of guilt. It's not her problem. It's something I have to deal with myself. False. I force myself up and over to the driver's seat. I'm not going anywhere, but I can listen to music and watch for Marina's return. I stick in a tape and kick back. A few songs pass by. It's been 20 minutes or so. Start to scan the parking lot, looking for her familiar red hair.
Is the hair supposed to be red?
It's strawberry.
Yeah, okay.
The tape ends. That's okay, it was a short one. I replace it with another one, chosen at random.
I feel so like...
Still no sign of Marina.
Hit in the gut.
I get up and check the clock. She's about 10 minutes late now.
Anticipation.
Maybe the clock is off somehow? I hop out of the RV and ask someone for the time. Matches up exactly with what the clock said. Worry begins to tighten my stomach, but I force myself to calm down. It's Marina. It's only been 15 minutes. Most likely she got distracted and is on her way now. 5 more minutes pass. I begin to pace back and forth. Oh, my stomach. Should I go look for her? I have no idea where to start, though. Yet you always... Okay, if you're splitting up, you always say, where you are going at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
If she got into the RV and I wasn't there, then she might go looking for me instead. No, I have to stay and wait. Another 10 minutes. She's half an hour late now. I'm so buying us cell phones. As soon as she's back here, we're going to that guy on the street and we're getting prepaid phones.
Time passes a lot faster when you pass out drunk on the couch.
True. From a few streets away, I can hear the sound of a siren. Fire truck or ambulance or something. Knot in my throat feels larger. I cough just to relieve some of the tension. I have to go look. I can't take just sitting here.
I will riot!
I switch off the engine, throw my shoes on, and climb out. And then I see her. Head down, walking slow, but coming towards me.
Marina!
The relief in my voice probably conveys the panic that just drained out of me. She looks up at the sound of her name, and that's when I see that she's crying.
What's wrong?
I rush over.
What's wrong?
Alarm poisons my voice. Does something happen to her after all?
You probably lost the picture.
Oh, probably. I put my hands on her shoulders and shake her, gently.
Marina, talk to me. What happened? Are you okay?
Riot time! She still can't talk, but she nods. Thank God. There are no sobs, but her eyes are pouring tears. Every so often she hiccups like she's barely restraining herself from fully bawling.
Come on!
I take her hand and lead her back into the RV. No one gives us a second glance. This is probably a common occurrence here. Marina silently follows me into the RV. I lead her to my bed and have her sit down. I sit beside her. Alternating between rubbing her back and her shoulders, I try to get her to calm down. Slowly, her breathing slows to normal. When I offer her a tissue, she blows her nose, loudly, and she takes a few more to wipe her eyes. Rather than prod her more, I wait, even though it takes all my self-control. After a shuddery breath, she looks at me, eyes still watering.
I messed up, Amber. Bad.
How?
Her breath catches again and she sobs. It's hoarse and seems to take her by surprise. I immediately rub her shoulders again. And then there's a knock at the RV door. Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Stand up, but I can't see who it is from here.
I'll be right back.
Oh, crap. I unlock the front door and open it to an all too familiar face.
It's time to pay up!
Oh, it could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. Okay, before it's even fully latched, Mariah starts to pound on the door. I lock it and head back to Marina.
Let them in.
Huh?
Go let them in. It's Mariah, right?
Yeah, but how did you... Wait, does this have something to do with...
Marina nods. With a bad feeling about it all, I go back to the door, which is still suffering Mariah's assault. I open and step back so they can enter. Mariah storms in with a huff, acting like always as if she owns the place. Joseph and Tess file in after her. Joseph gives me a smile and a small shake of the head.
Sorry.
He says it so quietly that I don't think anyone else hears. I figure I'll find out why he's apologizing here in a second. Like a conqueror, Marina marches over to Marina and jabs a finger in her face.
Time to pay up, ditz.
In 2 large steps, I move between the two of them.
Okay, what the hell happened?
Didn't you hear?
I was about to, when you attacked my front door.
Well, allow me to deliver the bad news then. Sis stole Marina's gold.
Figured.
What? Did not!
It's impossible to figure anything out. Marina is crying too hard to talk, and Mariah's just yelling nonsense like always. I turn to Joe, who's keeping a safe distance, along with Tess.
Can you please explain?
Sure. Mare ended up making Marina a bet for all the gold, which she lost. It was a pretty silly thing, and I told her just to let it go, but here we are.
What? I'm equal parts amused and disgusted that Joseph uses the same nickname for Mariah that I do for Marina. Come to think of it, I'm not sure that I ever noticed how similar their names are. Oh, I did.
That's a bet, and she lost fair and square.
I don't think it was fair.
The odds were kinda in your favor.
I turn to Marina, the only person whose opinion really matters to me.
Was it fair?
Slowly, she nods.
What game did you play?
Poker.
I glare at Mariah, who at least has the shame to look away. Anyone who's spent more than a minute around Marina would know that there's no way she could keep a straight face. I sigh and sit down on the bed beside Marina. I wrap an arm around her. She leans into me, eyes moist.
You know you can only take half the treasure, right? Marina and I split it equally, so she couldn't bet away my half.
That wasn't the deal!
Shut
That's
up!
the only deal she could have made.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you my half against hers.
No!
Amber, no!
I squeeze her affectionately, but I shake my head.
It's fine.
I stand go to where we've been stashing the gold. I pull out the box of nuggets and open it so Mariah can see. Her eyes light up and she licks her lips. I snap the box shut.
Fine, but we're not playing poker.
Oh yeah? What game then?
She thinks about it for a moment.
Calvin Ball.
Blackjack.
Seriously? Blackjack is more about luck than it is skill.
Yeah.
I'm not that great at poker, though. So blackjack might be the most fair game we could play.
Strip poker. Oh.
I wonder why Mariah suggested it, though. Maybe she expects me to win at poker? If that's the case, then the mind games have already begun.
Fine. It's a bet.
Marina stopped crying. Her breath still comes in little spurts, but she's mostly in control of herself.
Ugh.
She tugs at my shirt.
Amber, really? You don't have to do this.
I was
screwed up.
afraid that she had, like, told somebody, or somebody had overheard and, like, was gonna do something to her. She didn't show them where the gold was. Like,
Or that she had taken the gold to go buy some gift and then just got robbed.
Yeah.
See, this is a good cliffhanger now. Yeah.
She's alive. I can sleep.
I agree.
I think that's good, yeah. We're all in agreement. Man. At least she was just being kind of dumb. Also, how did she contact Mariah?
Yeah, how did they show up in Vegas? Like, just coincidence?
Maybe.
And what the heck did you bet against Mariah for? Like, hey, I'll bet you all the gold for what? Like,
yeah. Like, what was the bet
what,
for?
what were you hoping to get from that? Is what I'm wondering.
Kinda dumb. That's my motto.
Oi, Gibraltar.
That was a wild ride.
Ooh.
We got all steamy at fire caves, twisties, and talked about our pasts, and got a kind of cool caricature and good food.
Alright. So yeah, we had said at the beginning that we did what I came here to do. I'm happy. We kissed the girl. Yeah.
La 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 la. Oh yes, tomorrow's fun and exciting.
So tomorrow we've got I Love You, Colonel Sanders.
We're doing a different route this time.
Well, as much as the routes
I want to fail as much as
that
possible.
there are.
Can we fail as much as possible?
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes! Yes! And then we've got Arcade Spirits on Thursday, Catherine on Friday, hopefully finishing up, and then Dream Daddy, hopefully finishing up, because we were 2 hearts on everyone.
Yep.
So, it's gonna be some
Well,
good
everyone that
times.
matters anyway.
That's right, yeah. Rob,
There's some of those that we're like, oh.
Rob and Hugo, we were like, get out of here, no one cares.
Who's Hugo again?
Hugo was the,
the teacher.
The teacher.
Who? It's not terrible.
It's not terrible, he's just...
Robert freaks me out.
Hugo was
though.
blah, yeah. What was the other thing I was gonna talk about?
I think we're gonna be going for the college buddy, but I also really like the goth
Damien.
dad. Damien.
Oh!
So I'm a little conflicted.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I suppose then that we'll see you guys tomorrow.
My heart. I don't know
Marina
if it's the story or the.
maintained her innocence. Hallelujah. Didn't lose all of her gold yet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I really don't want Mariah to have the gold, though. Like, she is such a bee.
She absolutely is.
Like, I don't mind giving them, like, a portion of it, like, out of pity. But, we got it.
Yeah.
Fair and square. Like, we...
Oh, it's because I'm spelling everything wrong.
Heavy blessings. Past videos.
Past video from 2 years ago is the music creator just streaming the soundtrack that he did of it.
Out of pity, she says. So kind. Yep. All right.
Okay, well, we will, we'll catch you guys, what you looking at? Tomorrow. Have a good time, and we'll see you later. Bye.